Bo-do-bo-bo. We are live and we are going and we are streaming on my old channel. This is weird. How's everyone going? What's up, Majestic? We are sitting here waiting for it to get started. First, yes, you are, Majestic. You are first. You should feel good about yourself. You should feel like you are a wonderful person. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So go ahead, guys. I am going to remind everyone, my main channel, I no longer really upload this channel. I only do these type of live streams whenever we do one of these Let's Talk and Watch live streams. Then, also if I'm streaming some other place, if I'm streaming Halo or something, I may post a little short 30-second video saying, hey, I'm streaming over at this place. So remember, guys, this is not my main channel anymore. This is my old channel because I can no longer get paid from this channel. So my main channel is in the description below. Please, guys, go subscribe to there. We will be coming out with some more Halo reviews and stuff like that, like map showcases and things. Very soon. Great person, guy named Gamer Peeps. He is actually going to help me out with that because a lot of times I don't have the time necessarily right now to just keep on grabbing content and playing custom games and things like that. And Gamer Peeps, he was like, hey, I can always help you out. He's done it for me in the past before, and he is actually gonna gonna start maybe recording some like footage and sending me over the footage, and then I can make my video, and then I can do some showcase. So that's over on my current main channel now, which that is in the description below. It's Duquesne23YT, but it's still called Duquesne23. That's why this one is called Duquesne23's old channel. So what's up, Alpha Green and Will? How's it going? What's up, Toxic? I started this, and I'm gonna change the title to Let's Talk and Watch. Never mind. I'm not going to. I changed my mind. Extra points by unsubbing and subbing. Nathan, absolutely. Extra points all the time. What's up, Amethyst Pyro Gaming? How's it going? Could you do a best to worst of all the Halo 5 dev made maps? I could, but it'll be under my style, like my type of thing. Like it would be under like my, I may not be the best judge of more competitive maps, but hey, I can still do it, Toxic, basically what's going to be happening is Gamer Peeps is going to help me record the footage and everything, and he's going to send it over to me, and I will like make the video. Because a lot of times I don't have time to record the footage and everything, so and I just kind of don't feel like playing a lot of Halo lately because there's no race game type. So he's gonna help me out with that so we can still get some showcases going, and that's not gonna be on this channel that I'm streaming on right now. It's gonna be on my main channel, which is in the description below. So again, be sure to go subscribe to that if you're not yet. Toxic, I know you already are, but I'm just saying for other people. Your 1,648th best subscriber, Jester J. How's it going? What's up, Shadow Force? Halo is online? Really? Why isn't it going? Is it really online? Toxic, are you just being a giant troll right now? Come on, let's go Twitch app. Why is it so dark right now? Is this supposed to be this dark? Is it just having issues? Xbox, why are you having issues? Why is it dark? Hold on, guys. Let me back out of this real quick. Why is it Does anyone else having this issue? Let me quit out of this real quick. Go back into it. Come on, Twitch app. Let's go. Let's go. What do you mean the lag is strong with this one? Shadow Force, lower your quality if you're getting lag.
I'm doing good, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's kind of surreal, exciting.
Your first live stream.
It is.
There we go. I'll turn up the sound too.
The last time I was involved with Halo.
Yeah, I mean the last time you were involved with Halo, I think Unishek was in 4th grade though, so
That's right. I think we talked. We did talk about that. It's about 2002 was the last time I was hired to be a Halo community manager.
Yeah.
And I think I was in the
price of bread was like a nickel.
Oh sure, yeah. You know, we had to sort of start our cars to drive to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started with Bungie right here in Redmond. The team had moved over recently from Chicago. It was about.
Tell me how the sound is and stuff.
Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
And I had an amazing time there. Got to be a part of.
Brody, what do you mean I'm late?
Halo 3, Halo PC, Halo.
I've been streaming for the past 10 minutes
10-year run with
on here. You're late.
Under the Bungie banner, and now it's old as new again.
So this, like a holiday kind of like this, has got to hold some interesting significance for you, I would imagine, being on kind of that ground floor, and then also being away for a little bit. So it's got to add some interesting perspective. I'm sure that all of you guys have your own perspectives with your own kind of personal history of Halo, and that is really what today is all about. Everybody in the studio, we've kind of taken a little bit of a break, nothing, you know, to tweet about or anything, but, you know, we've kind of taken this time to celebrate what Halo is and has meant to all of us and has been and actually still is to come. There's some really cool, exciting things, you know, on the horizon.
Well, if you're
now,
at 240p
notice,
and still
it's
buffering,
the
then you need to get better internet.
One of the immediate questions that I'm sure is
I'm
popping
streaming
up in
and
the
watching
chat
my
is,
own stream,
where is the handsome
and it's,
guy?
you know,
Where
still
is
works
Bravo?
perfectly fine, no
Can
buffering.
you tell us a little bit about what, because you've stepped in the community manager role. So
yeah,
what is,
I mean, obviously I'm not Bravo.
Yes,
I mean,
you are not, for better or worse.
Big shoes to fill. I realize that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
My understanding is that he's moving on to some different roles here, different responsibilities.
Toxic?
In the studio.
Yeah.
I personally, if Halo 3 anniversary becomes a thing, I don't know if the Forge will be included with it.
Maybe the best way of putting it is more of a behind the scenes kind of guy. But fear not, because your fearless Barvo isn't really going anywhere very far. He still kind of sits right near us, and we've got a lot of cool things coming on. Now, so again, we're talking about 15th anniversary. I remember for me, like, I have very, very vivid memories of opening up the OG box and playing the Silent Cartographer demo over and over and over. It's been super awesome to like read actually a lot of your memories that you've been posting on forums, whether it be Waypoint or Reddit or on Twitter or GAF, HBO. Like, it's been awesome to see kind of a lot of that reminiscing. So much of it is felt and shared by myself. A lot of long nights with friends and siblings playing every single Halo game. But again, talk to us a little about your kind of history, because you bring, again, an interesting perspective. You weren't
Halo 2
there
anniversary
for
was
the
that was the new
Xbox
Forge to come
launch,
out.
though. Talk to us about like your kind of transition
since Halo
from
4.
initial fan into you know, Halo.
I don't know.
Done.
Sure.
Halo 3 anniversary comes out of the Forge. I'm sure it'll be, you know, equal and probably better than the current Halo 5 Forge.
Yeah.
I didn't have a Mac early on, but certainly around the time of Myth, Oni, the studio's on my radar. Huge fan. I had followed Halo's development when it was first revealed as a Mac and PC title, because, you know, at the time, no one had seen a game that looked to push the technology that far, these expansive, wide open worlds, a sandbox. It just looked really, sort of from a physics perspective, something unprecedented, really.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time,
groundbreaking on a lot of different levels.
We'd never know what the story would then become, and, you know, and the monk chants and all that. But for me, Halo actually goes back a little more than 15 years, because I had moved up to this area looking for a job at Xbox. I was determined. I wanted to be a part of this new initiative because I wanted to be.
So not originally from Seattle?
No. I actually, I'll admit it, I born and raised in Florida and just kept migrating.
Florida transplants represent.
I'm as far away as I could have gotten. No offense to any Floridians out there. That's where my heart lies. But here I am.
We know we're all weird.
friend of mine actually worked at Xbox though early on in marketing department, and he sort of helped me get my foot in the door and get the interview that would then turn into my job. But I got to play some early builds of Halo on
You
his
expect
dev
a
kit
tribute
in his
video of
apartment
Halo.
months before release, and like we were playing split screen,
Hey.
driving around in Warthogs, just doing all the amazing things that fans would,
Like you
would
do.
And yeah, I was hooked.
Throwing
And
grenades under
German
it,
Panda,
flipping
I
it
always
around.
stream on this
thankfully,
channel
I
like these
remember just
things
randomly seeing a
because
job posting for,
these get
a
immediately
position called Community
copyrighted.
Development
So
Manager,
Yeah.
which
I stream it on
at
here.
the time, Microsoft, there was no job classification that existed here at the company. And it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
It was described as helping to engage with fans, build this massive online community. And at the time,
Ooh, no,
they had
cooler.
pretty
A budget
grandiose
with money
visions
is
for what they had,
terrible.
in store for
No.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Don't
like,
go
even
back to
just
the
like
money
what
budget
we are
stuff.
doing, the
That's
way we are
terrible.
celebrating Halo
I'd rather have
today
object count.
with a lot of community interaction and involvement, doing stuff like live stream and interacting on forums and Twitter. It's funny that out of all of the things that Halo itself as a franchise helped pioneer, one of the kind of forgotten ones is community interaction in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
Not that they were necessarily the very first, but those early Halo days, and some of those
Panda.
the
Bungie
LAN parties,
luminaries,
yeah, it's the garage basement LAN party, that sort of whole subculture that obviously had been pretty prevalent on the PC side, but consoles didn't necessarily lend themselves to that so much, and I think certainly Halo cracked that open. Speaking of
CRTs
old,
are heavy.
Speaking of old school, let me just reach down here.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
brings his goodies.
I'm a pack rat. I save everything. I have so much stuff in my garage, in my home office. This I thought would be pretty fun to bring in for maybe for some of the younger
It's like
folks.
the size of Uni's head.
We call this the Duke. I'm sure a lot of people are very familiar with it, but I mean, this is Microsoft's design and sort of usability has come a long way in 15 years. But this is what the original console launched with. This is what we had to play Halo with. And,
I think kids used to have to play co-op because you'd have to one friend on each side of the controller to actually cover.
Yeah,
the
it's
entire
almost sort of
expanse.
emulates an arcade cabinet in your lap. But yeah, this was the deal. And I don't know if you've touched a Duke in a long time, but
What do you mean budget with money,
there's
cooler,
something
infinite
that
money?
sort
You
of feels
can't
good
have
about
infinite
it, but,
money.
once we moved into the
Because
next
that's
era,
like
it was
just
hard to
having
go
infinite
back.
objects, and they won't do that.
Speaking of memory
It's like a
lanes
Dreamcast
too,
controller reached its ultimate form.
check this out.
What's
So
the
I
point of doing a
found
budget
this.
with money, though?
This is good.
It's just
That
in a box
ruined
of
everything.
random
I'd rather have
stuff
an
that I
object
thought,
count where you
hey,
could
I
just play
should want to that.
1,600
Maybe
objects.
someday
It
it'd
doesn't
be
matter how
interesting.
many
Might as well.
objects, just
Of
play
course, the 15-year
1,600.
anniversary sounds like a great time to
Money
dig
and
through,
reach
What
was a
is this?
huge
This is-
problem.
So this is a
Market
Because
research?
things like
Halo
buildings
research,
cost
a
more.
summary of
So you can only put
international
like 10
results,
buildings out on a map.
for basically before
something.
the game was released.
Yeah.
So after Microsoft had purchased Bungie,
Okay.
they go out and they do a bunch of.
We're not really sure if we're allowed to be showing you this, but hey, it's
Well,
live.
it's
so
just it's
yeah.
literally just the word Halo. I'm not there's nothing that we're going to give away here.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but as
No secrets from back.
as with any game that's in
early 2000s?
development, while the creative teams are working away on concepts and sort of getting the base systems up, marketing teams go off around the world and start trying to understand how does this game, as it's currently spec'd, fit into this market? How will I sell it? What are the opportunities?
Split
what
screen
things
patched
am
in
I
for 15
concerned
years.
about that
We
I
can
might wanna
wish.
influence?
rather get the race
And
game
from
type,
Microsoft's
truthfully.
perspective at this time too, it wasn't just a game they were researching. Obviously, this is their first foray even into the console market.
Yeah, so this is from October 2000, and I just had like two things that I thought would be interesting here. So on this summary page,
This is fantastic.
which was
stuff.
somebody
Gordon
presented
Eternal,
this to
don't
Microsoft
we all hate
leadership.
you?
I mean, the game was considered to have potential to be
Oh.
a solid performer.
Yeah.
And it could actually
Like brute
be.
force.
It could be the next generation of action game.
Could be.
Could be. However,
it a
some
shot.
may take a wait and see attitude. They're concerned that the game may not deliver on everything that's being promised. So very ambitious title, ambitious show.
So it's a good thing we don't ever get reactions like that these days.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
This was, exactly. Before we kind of had the under-promise, over-deliver mantra.
Oh yeah.
The same thing for this. This page. The story is important for this game. It sets the context for gameplay. However, we need to strengthen the story by moving away from the cliched save the world storyline. So, international marketing team a little unsure about Halo's narrative at the time. And then lastly, the diagnostics. This is kind of some
Tyler.
recommendations to help it be more successful in foreign markets. The marketing folks that did this research thought, we need different antagonists, different enemies, and the ability to play as aliens, which, spoiler, we would have that a couple years later after Halo's release. But consider changing the game title. The name needs to be explained. It's confusing to gamers. It means nothing. And the Covenant names were weak. So I guess focus testing, things like the Elite, Grunt, wasn't resonating. But thankfully, the Bungie team stuck to their vision, and the rest is history.
It's good. This is like a weird, like, marketing Sunday school story time. Like,
it is.
You need to have like the flannel graphics.
Oh, I have lots of goodies.
That's good. Anything else that are your?
I do.
I like what are these sheets? These laminated sheets.
Well, let me get to. Hold on. Let me get to that.
Okay.
We'll go in chronological order.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of our my Halo 1 souvenirs. Now recall with Halo 2, things were different.
Yeah.
The controllers shrunk.
Yes.
This is the Japanese version of the controller S.
Oh, nice.
And I was surprised to find that it's actually still labeled as player MP08A.
I feel that comes from somewhere official.
I think I may have accidentally brought this home from the Halo 2 playtest lab at the Bungie makeshift offices.
Statute of limitations, so.
Well, technically it was Microsoft property then, and I'm a Microsoft employee now, and I just brought it home.
They'll be here in 20 minutes.
I just brought it back. This paper that you referred to, though, which
But I'd rather have the race game type or Halo 3 Anniversary.
Doesn't look great on camera, but this is the full script from our Halo 2 multiplayer reveal. So if you recall,
like Joe.
at E3 when we had the awesome Halo Theater, which at the time I'm pretty sure Halo was one of the first games on the floor of E3 to have this full-blown custom theater experience that we would bring in, not just press, but loads of fans as well, and probably do 25 demos a day around the clock. But when Joe Staten would stand up and introduce Zanzibar to the world and talk through all the new multiplayer elements, that's the same script. And
that's so great.
Honestly,
we call it Zanzibar.
I still remember almost all those lines, and I think I'll take that to my grave. And my last little fun piece of Halo 2 memorabilia that I found is a personal favorite.
Ooh.
My staff badge from the official Halo 2 launch party.
That artwork, that character art seems familiar.
Yeah, this was one of the most prolific pieces ever commissioned in the history of Halo. I think it was by an artist named Frank O'Connor.
Yeah, Mr. Franklin O'Connor,
yeah.
yes.
So Halo 2 not only brought us things like dual wielding and boarding and online multiplayer, it also brought us Mr. Chief.
Yes.
And that's what this is.
Perhaps maybe the most iconic thing to come out
from
of
our team launch party. So I mean, if you look at it, each game, as we know, has raised the bar, has ushered in not only new elements to this franchise itself, but each game has also kind of moved the industry and the genre forward as a whole.
Well, I know that you guys don't necessarily want to hear just us sit here and wax poetic about our memories, but all throughout the show, we've got a collection of folks who would also love to share their memories of 15 years of Halo with you. And I think we have a rather important figure in the current Halo ecosystem who would like to share theirs right now. Let's see what we got.
I have a couple favorite Halo memories. My first couple are from Halo CE, and one was like Silent Cartographer, and I think the Warthog being able to kind of experience that sandbox that is Halo, being able to drive out into the water forever, and just the immersive gameplay. I think my second one from
Slash, it's a lot
CE
better
would be
now.
when we were working on the anniversary, and we did the sort of up-res of
still not perfect though.
343 Guilty Spark when
There's
you first
a lot.
see the flood. And we were all like, wait, flip
like,
over to the other one because they were much
there's not a
bigger
lot
than
of
that.
game
And, like, you
types
think
that
about,
are needed.
like your original time when you were first playing Halo and how the flood felt and
but
how big
multiplayer
they felt.
is
and
really
seeing
good.
It 10 years later,
I think
they
one
were
of the
much
best in
smaller,
Halo.
And maybe less
there's
scary
a lot of
on how
glitches
they
and
looked.
stuff that
I'd
still
say
need
those
to
are
be
my
fixed
favorite
though.
memories.
But it's overall, I think it's
we've
definitely
got
worth a buy
a packed
now.
day for you on today's
It wasn't
live
worth a
stream.
buy at
kind
launch.
of a smorgasbord of awesome anniversary and memory-filled goodness. A lot of fun. What kind of things are we going to be seeing?
Well, I think we're just going to announce like 5 or 7 new projects that are all being shipped. Right?
Oh,
this is the Megaton show.
I know people are definitely sitting at their Twitch chat expecting some E3 class Megatons.
In all seriousness,
that's so easy.
That's not this show. We got some great stuff lined up, though. But just to kind of bring things back to reality.
You can't yell at us if you're disappointed.
One of my favorite pieces I'm looking forward to seeing for the first time is our museum tour, where we take a little stroll down memory lane.
A lot of fun, I actually spoke to Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team, talked a little bit about Blitz mode, so that'll be pretty awesome.
I think James Monosmith, our swag man, is going to join us up here a little bit later.
Show
us
some
latest and greatest from the world of Halo consumer products, and specifically something new from Loot Crate.
Ooh. No, I mean,
Loot Crate.
that kind of smells like reveal. So that's
a reveal.
I like
that's
I
a
like
reveal.
That. That's good. We're also gonna talk some esports with Tashi and Strongside. So that's definitely going to be something to look forward to. There's some really cool information and some neat events coming up for that.
Yep, and then we're going to be joined by Uni, who is going to talk a little bit about our
Wouldn't be a show without Uni.
Have to get Uni on here. We're going to talk about our new special anniversary throwback playlist.
Yeah.
Uni worked really hard with some really talented forgers in the Halo community who built some great Halo CE throwback maps. That's available right now, playable on Xbox Live, and Uni's going to come up and just give us a little bit of an overview about what we can expect in that playlist.
Yep. And of course, make sure that if you are wanting to play some Halo, make sure you have the latest dashboard update, because they've added some pretty cool new things, especially in regards to getting people together and playing. You may have noticed a cool new feature right around your friends list that are called clubs, and also like a cool looking for group feature. Definitely, I mean, when you search Halo, it's actually awesome how many of Halo-themed clubs come up. We've got a lot of them actually from our surrounding communities. We've got a really awesome one. You can join Halo Archive, which is a lot of cool lore-based fans that like to get together and play. We, of course, have our Halo, the subreddit, countless others. But if you want to get on some official action, search Halo, and you will find the official 343 and Halo Club, and it is just called, aptly, Halo. And we actually have in our play labs right now, and actually have been all day, a number of folks kind of all rotating in and out of our play labs.
I want some of that.
It's a party today. Look, we see some footage here of some of the
Ain't no party like a pizza party.
Oh man, it's been good. Our play lab coordinator, Mr. James Bakich, the wizard behind the playtest, has been hosting just an absolute jam down there, and so we've got a number of gamer tags. In fact, those gamer tags can actually be found in the blog that we put out just this morning.
Join the Dude Cats Club. We have Oreos. That's right.
Right there on the front page, you'll see a list of gamer tags to look for and search for if you want to be playing right alongside us. All those gamer tags are actually 343 employees.
Did you get a piece of that cake?
I did not.
I missed out on that.
Get a piece of this cake. The red velvet. There you go. Uni with clutch flavor recommendation.
Well, there's a heck of a party going on right outside these doors.
That is fantastic.
Can we get
what
some
type
cake?
of candles are those? Those are legit candles.
If we have like an extended package of anything, can we have an extended piece of cake?
So let's also just kind of keep in mind that, you know, they're going to listen to us talk a lot, but we also want to hear from fans, right?
Or people,
that's how you guys do this here, right? I mean,
I think so.
Through Twitter, preferably.
Twitter's a good one. Twitter's a good one. I think it's going to be a thing.
I know a lot of people are probably right now in Twitch chat just saying how great we're doing and wishing us well. And
you guys are handsome.
I wish I could read it.
You speak eloquently. I love everything that you do.
We do want to hear from you on Twitter, though. So, you know, use the hashtag 15 years of Halo.
Yep.
You got a question for us, we'll answer it on the show. Share a memory. Uni's our social correspondent. He's going to be looking for those. And at the end of the show, we'd like to kind of respond back to you. So please speak up on Twitter. We'd like to get back to you.
Absolutely. And, of course, it wouldn't be a birthday party without some goodie bags and some presents. And we've got special anniversary-themed rec pack, and took about 3 days, but we came up with a good name for it, and it is called the Halo 15th Anniversary Rec Pack. And anybody logging in to Halo 5 Guardians now through, I believe, the 22nd of November. Yeah, which is actually my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Grim Brother 2, on the 22nd. But yeah, if you log in between now and then, you will go to your open pack area and you will find this wonderful piece of lovely rectitude. And it includes some fan favorite armor. If you haven't got it yet, like myself, the Mark IV helmet and armor made famous by legendary Spartan 2s, especially the ones that you see in Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2. It also includes the CE Magnum, Spanker rocket launchers, and I believe the Halo 2 beam rifle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And I don't have any of that stuff yet, so it's all new to me. It's good stuff. Wow. But you know, speaking of goodie bags, I have 2 kids. I've hosted and gone to
it's like, are we giving your kids away?
Dozens of birthday parties.
Weird.
So, I mean, it's true. Like, you cannot have a cool birthday party.
It's true.
Unless everyone that comes gets something. So in that spirit, Jeff, I have a goodie bag for you.
What?
I do.
Goodie bags.
I told you I save a lot of junk in my house. So
oh, yes.
Just a little token to sort of co-celebrate with you and butter you up as my new co-host here on the show.
Consider me margarine.
I went deep in the archives here. This is all very
this is
very rare
this is
stuff.
good stuff. It's Good stuff. This will bring out my eyes too.
So you got some throwback merch in there
throwback,
for you since
some throwdown. Oh yes. Here we go.
That's
Goose
a
Checker.
true
Cow.
classic. I
There we
think
go.
that's,
Some Griff Ball.
Penny Arcade, maybe circa
got-
2008.
We're just gonna go ahead and end the live stream early so I can play with this. This looks like an adult coloring book.
That is a variant cover from the
my goodness.
Brian Michael Bendis.
This is incredible. I don't deserve this stuff.
We've got a
I
lot
guess I
of
should
stuff.
probably go through here even faster.
That's actually
Oh, this is awesome.
a prototype ODS T-shirt, not
Yes.
even the real one that we eventually
Yes.
made and sold. So
This is great.
that's why it looks a little unofficial.
And
and cheap.
oh,
a little,
man.
little dusty,
Yes.
but it's mint in box.
Ultraman's,
It's
I
our
haven't played it
Dustin
yet, so
Echoes,
I
all
can't
that's
really
left.
give a comment on that.
This, man,
So happy Halo birthday, Jeff.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That's I feel super bad. I feel super awkward that I haven't necessarily brought anything for you, but you
Jeff,
have
just,
a lot. You
just
come
your,
with a lot more
your
history.
companionship is gift enough. I'm
See?
just happy to be here with you on this live stream today. But you know, I think we need to move on.
Let's do it.
I think our fans are interested to hear from somebody else.
I don't know if it's
So,
dust in my eye or emotion.
you know, a few days ago, Jeff and I were joined here at the studio by longtime Halo guy, Joseph Staten, who many of you probably know by now, but Joe goes way back to the earliest days of Halo.
Yep.
Joe was a cinematics director and writer for Bungie. He had his hand in all the Halo titles that Bungie produced. So Joe came over here. We hooked up with Frank O'Connor.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Frankie. He's 343 franchise development director here.
Janitor.
And we also, it was my first time really getting to know Corinne Robinson, who is the senior Halo franchise manager here at the studio. And
Yep.
together, the four of us took a literal stroll down memory lane
5.
and took a little, oh, sorry, you're right. I already forgot you, Jeff.
It's all good.
An
It's all
ODS
good.
t-shirt, I
me.
must have it, seriously.
The gifts are enough.
Literal memory lane stroll as we took a walk
want it.
through the Halo Museum. Let's check it out.
Hello, Halo Nation. I'm Frank O'Connor, franchise creative director on the Halo franchise. This is Brian Gerard, rejoining us. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Frank.
Joe Staten, legendary storyteller. Corinne Robinson, she's the franchise manager, and this is Jeff Easterling. So we are here today at 343 Industries' brand new headquarters, and we have a big, somewhat vanilla office building, but it's not completely vanilla because here on the ground floor we have the Halo Museum. But we're going to take you through it and talk about some of the amazing
Gotta go fast.
treasures that we have troved at the Halo Museum at 343 Industries headquarters. Let's go, let's do it.
All right.
Let's tour.
I'm in.
So the museum is actually Corinne's baby and pride and joy.
We figured we'd start with Combat Evolved. We have the original Xbox. We have our Combat Evolved strategy guide, and then we also go into Halo Anniversary with the space.
Happy anniversary.
Now I noticed that you guys did not memorialize, enshrine the Duke controller.
Well, yeah, you were probably one of the first people, among the few first to ever play Halo, which started as a PC game,
That's right.
on the
a
Duke.
controller, yeah.
That's right. On the old
How to make it all work.
Probably
and-
on like a Sidewinder or something back in the day, right? No, seriously, we probably
It was
like
a
a
Duke.
bunch of imaginary Xbox controllers.
It was a
from
Duke,
the
and I remember
lab.
the buttons were like, you press them and they sort of grind against the side.
Well, it'd still be classic just because, you know, they're just trying to more reminisce. They're not trying to make, I think, a legitimate classic
Legitimate
playlist.
Yes.
Because they would have to change a lot of things. Like, you would have to change your Spartan
Yeah, those
movement
were the days.
speed. You
Those
would have
were
to
the
change
days.
a lot of stuff to be able to make it
Moving
actual more towards,
our
like, the
Halo 2
original.
collection, and this
So.
actually, we were joking about this being from someone's collection, but this is from the
Yeah.
private collection of Kevin Hurd, one
Yes.
of our collectors.
I
and
personally
fans.
think they
It's
should
cool.
try to make a more
Um,
classic thing, though.
Yeah, we
He
didn't
has
have
two of everything.
anything from Halo
Yes,
2 in
he's like
packaging,
Noah.
and he kind of filled out this entire case for us. So thank
Wow.
you, Kevin.
It looks like my offsite storage, to be honest.
Yeah. I remember when I brought that statue home, and I said to my wife,
With your last wife.
yeah, to my wife, I said, sweetheart, look at this amazing statue. It's gonna look so good in our living room. We can put it right by the fireplace. Isn't that gonna be great? And no words, just a look. She let me know that it was destined for the.
She put it in the fireplace.
Well, now it's actually in my son's bedroom, and he
Oh,
hangs all
see?
kinds
There
of
you
cool
go.
things on it. So
Nice.
it's gotten a second life.
Awesome.
Second life.
Yeah, geez, I remember at the studio, I mean, looking back, obviously, compared to where we are now, action figures are a little rudimentary, but you remember how exciting it was, and we finally had real action figures?
That's
Like,
right.
This is like, it's really happening. It's a pop culture
We're
phenomenon.
somebody
Yeah,
now.
We had that again 2 weeks ago. We got our first Hot Wheels
Yeah.
Warthog. And
Wow.
I had the
Yeah.
exact same
Yeah.
feelings.
Oh, and the Slurpees. That was
Slurpee
also like
cups.
Slurpee's super important.
big promotion,
Yep.
big marketing right there.
We'll get to Game Fuel soon.
This is the fruit costume from the ODST commercial.
Yeah, we are ODST, and
This, I think, was actually a Weta-made costume, right?
Yeah.
Because this came out of
This
the
was
Neil
from
Blomkamp
from
things.
Landfall kind
That's
of
right.
era, yeah.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of back and forth at that time with those guys simply because we were trying to get the movie off the ground. And
Is that when Peter came to the studio way back in the day? That photo we have?
Mr. Jackson.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't,
Sir,
Sorry.
You mean Sir Peter Jackson?
Sorry, me and
Yes.
PJ, we're still pretty
Yes.
fine.
That's when he came, and that was awesome. I mean, talk about Hot Wheels and crazy things that let you know that Halo's a big deal. Having Peter Jackson drop by is no joke. So that was a really fun time. Absolutely, that was great.
I love the
Sunday,
transition
Halo
as we get to like Halo 3 and Corinne, like you alluded to it. Like it shows not just Halo, but video games in general really hitting the map crazy in earnest. Because you've got like Halo 1 and Halo 2, and now it's like marketing extravaganza, largest entertainment release in history of humanity. Like just everything from, you know, boxers and shoes.
Oh, what
and
am I doing,
soda cans
guys?
And drinks and action figures and
But
limited
there's
print.
also a super direct tie
I was
to
like,
the fidelity of the
I should be watching
graphics
it with this on.
as well, not just Halo. But this is where we went from OG Xbox
Yep.
Pentium sort of class to really pretty.
I can't hear
sophisticated
anything if I
graphics
do
at
that
the
though,
time,
because it won't fit over my
console.
head.
Hey, remember the time that
Sundays.
you and I tried to fit our heads in this helmet? And we carefully tried to unscrew it. We didn't actually do
I
this.
fit
Just
just
make
fine.
this up. But remember that time that we
Won't fit
tried
on
to
my
stuff our
back
heads in
chair
those
either.
things,
Yeah.
and how disappointed we were that actually they wouldn't accommodate any humans.
Was there any
back then?
argument back and forth about that?
Yeah,
That were like,
because Joe was
this
like, "You
should
can't do that to a
be
cat
wearable."
because they're people."
Frank was like, "That's
It's
fine."
like,
That's a different
Cats are
argument
people.
these days.
I still think that's one of the coolest collector's edition ever, and certainly at the time, I don't think anything had ever come like that before that product was released.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a blast showing you around most of the museum. There's a few things we didn't get a chance to share with you, but it was fun to share our 15th anniversary with you guys. I hope you're enjoying the rest of the show. And honestly, we're out.
That's good. I need the helmet and the BR? Oh, fine. Hold on, Toxic. What's going on? Is this supposed to be happening? Is it just glitched? Am I glitched, or is the stream like?
So I'm sure, like many people, I have multiple favorite moments in Halo. I would say
All right.
the one that maybe is nearest and dearest to my heart is, not surprisingly, the end of Halo 4. It did what we wanted it to do. Like, I love the line where Chief says, you know, I was supposed to take care of you, and she says we were supposed to take care of each other. And that was sort of the whole journey for us, right? Because, you know, I think the series started with Cortana taking care of John, and really their journey together was magical in that moment, and I still get teary. But really, that was the culmination of really their relationship together. So for me, that's a super special moment.
And we're back. That's good cake.
Speaking of sweet new things coming to the Halo universe, Halo Wars 2 is a thing. It's awesome. You got a chance actually to play Blitz mode pretty recently.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah?
I think the joke was that I'm kind of so new that no one maybe knows that I'm not supposed to have builds yet. So
that's
I
good.
just
It's
went
easy
up
to
and
get away
asked some
with
people.
stuff like
Next
that.
thing I know, I got a new video card in my PC, and I got a sweet build of Halo Wars 2. So
Nice.
I
Well,
played some Blitz mode.
that's good stuff. I mean, I'm in it for blur cutscenes, so that's worth the price of admission as far as I'm concerned. But speaking of Halo Wars 2 and Blitz mode, I actually got together earlier with Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team, and we talked a little bit about the new mode. And you've seen some of this stuff in blogs, but this one is a little bit more conversational. Let's see what they have.
There we go. Is that better?
I'm here actually in our 343 Play Lab with Dan Ayub and Max Schlager from the Halo Wars 2 team. To start off, what overall is Blitz mode? High level.
Sure, yeah, no, I mean, at a high level, what Blitz is effectively is a very simple, very fast way to play RTS. We finally got to the notion of, what if we could build a mode without base building, without tech trees, without resource management and things like that, and just make it very, very simple, very, very snappy. And the goal was to have something you could play in like 5 to 7 minutes, like a really, really quick game. And
What's up? How's
that's
it
how
going,
Blitz was
CT?
born, right? We fell
Awesome.
into this notion of a card metaphor because everybody gets cards.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went.
Here you go. Here you go.
So now, when you say cards, obviously one of the things that people immediately jump to, especially from recent Halo experience, is they'll think like, "Oh, this sounds maybe kind of similar to rec cards." So we're all familiar, and the fans back home are familiar with rec cards. Kind of, what are some of the main differences between your Blitz cards in Halo Wars 2 versus your rec cards in Halo 5?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
By the way, it's really hot in here.
They construct the bones of what is your deck for playing with a specific leader.
Oh, you like my
and
shirt?
The units that you deploy.
You like this
powers
shirt
you use,
here?
They're durable. So
you
once
see?
you get them, they become something that you can then use and
Nice.
put into your deck. And the loop is great.
Do you have the Needler replica? No, I don't.
What is the leader I want?
I'm
what's the
getting the
strategy I'm
Nerf
going for,
versions
how
of
do I
the
mix and
assault
match that
rifle
with my
and the
teammates?
Needler.
And
I have
it's just,
the
it's a fairly
plasma
different
pistol
system in
and
the way
the
that you
normal
build up
like
this army over
CE
time.
pistol.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I think
Nerf
that I really
stuff right
personally
now.
enjoy about it, the two things is
But
you
I'm
can
gonna
get
repaint
decks
them all
anywhere in the game.
and stuff
Yeah.
and
Not
make
just
them look
one
more
save,
realistic.
playing campaign and things like that. And the other thing I think that's really fun is that we wanted duplicates to be actually interesting. So actually, duplicates will level your card up. So
Nice,
if
okay.
you get like a bunch of Warthogs, your Warthog's going to get more powerful, and you'll see it level up and get faster and do more damage and things like that. So that notion of duplicates gets really interesting. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just about what do I want to bring to the fight, right?
You're
What's my
hot.
objective? And where we see things.
It
like really
is.
fun, if, like, Max
It's
and I work
hot.
together, you start to get that group
It gets
spirit.
hot and it gets all steamy in there.
You have those cards, how do they work
Yeah,
together?
I would imagine that. Yeah, you kind of
So-
build that deck much like actually in Halo 5, where you think like, oh, if I'm going into play Warzone or Warzone Assault or Warzone Firefight, I kind of imagine in my head, well, these are the
It
reps
gets
I
hot
can
in there.
lean on maybe in these different modes. So that probably is analogous to how you would use the leaders, I would imagine, in those scenarios.
Yeah,
Like
different
Halo
leaders are good at different things,
Yeah.
right? So you kind of choose a leader based on what you want to do, and you build a deck around your personal style, right? So you can build a very, overwhelmingly powerful deck with a lot of big, heavy units, but those units are going to be more costly, so it's going to take you more time to get them out, or you can go to the other extreme and just do a bunch of really fast units. So it's really up to the player how they want to go.
Now you said something about cost. If you can speak a little bit to like, what do you mean by like calling it? Because again, with rec cards, some of that is gated by more powerful units having a larger cost to come in. What is that kind of gating functionality in Blitz mode?
Yeah, so in Blitz mode, you have effectively a small starting army that you get, and then you have the cards that you can deploy. Cards cost energy to deploy, and you have a very
Woodland variant lives
basic
matter.
energy system that manages when you deploy those cards. A lot of the game mode is about map control. It's about the capture points as
Well,
well.
Gamer
as
J
the
Lee,
capture
we already knew
So
that there
how
was
many players
microtransactions
can
in the
play
Blitz mode.
Blitz?
But that's all that's in there. Like, they're not going to be in any other
And
mode.
there's
They're
skirmish modes
only
as
in
well.
Blitz
Okay,
mode.
so yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
variation
not
with the
just a
AI.
PvP. You also have the PvE, which is essentially like a firefight mode.
That's right.
Like, at least that's what
Now, we
they
talked a
originally
little
said.
bit
I don't know
like,
about
season
now.
pass and future content.
But they said
Will
Blitz
there
mode
be
is the one that has the
more Blitz units
microtransactions
coming
in,
with
which
that?
it sucks.
Yeah, we're really
I
excited
really
about the
don't want
season pass. So there's, a
microtransactions
lot
in
of
it at
things
all.
in season pass.
Unless
One of
it's
them is
like,
gonna
I
be
don't know,
expansion.
like,
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
mind
get a little bit more
microtransactions in
of a
Halo
campaign.
5 if it's just
We're
like
also gonna have
skins
new
for
leaders,
your
new units,
weapons
new
or
Blitz
something
cards.
like that.
So basically,
Or your armor,
every
just
month,
skins. I don't
all
mind
of the modes in the
microtransactions
game
that
will
way.
be fed.
But it needs to be only
So,
skins, and that's it.
multiplayer's
You
going
know,
to get
like,
new
you
stuff.
only get skins with
Campaign will get
microtransactions.
new stuff,
Yeah.
although not every month.
That's awesome. So before we close, like favorite part, any crazy moments that have happened in play testing?
Lots of crazy moments happen. I think really what's
Arpad, I agree with what you
fantastic
said.
about
There
Blitz
should be a
every
wax
single time
figure
we
at
play test, there's new
343
strategies that emerge,
with
new
me
things
wearing
that
this
we
helmet
learn.
and my
That's
current
really where a lot
shirt.
of that comes in, because we can get in a lot of those matches. They're really quick, but there's just so many cool things that happen. Just when you're playing 1v1, 2v2,
Wow, Tyler.
firefight, and it's just really exciting. We're looking forward to seeing what players do with all the really cool cards and strategies that are available in Blitz.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And speaking of play testing, these guys are going to get their chance to get their hands on it
Very soon.
soon-ish, right?
Yeah, early into the new year, we're
Okay.
going to be doing a Blitz beta on console and PC.
Awesome.
So everybody's going to get a chance to play it, and yeah, we can't wait. So we're actually showing Blitz on the floor now at events.
Yeah.
So people can play like Blitz Firefight and see what that's like. But we're really excited for the one in the new year because we learned so much from the first one, right? I mean, as you know, we
incredible.
made a ton of tweaks and changes to the game as a result of it. So we're really excited for people to get
Think young Burke is just going to come in and dominate everyone
Kind
again?
of what's probably happening. Yeah, he's probably already at a show somewhere practicing.
Awesome.
We're watching you.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks a
Really,
lot, Jeff.
really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. It's Marty.
Marty!
I cannot believe that it's been 15 years since we launched Halo. And, one of my fondest memories was actually on the midnight launch party that we had at Redmond Town Center to see the Xbox launch and Halo. And one of the amazing things was there were probably about 40 of us there, almost the entire team that worked on Halo. And we watched as the first person went in to buy an Xbox, and they came out with 2 copies of Halo. And we looked around at each other and we knew that we probably had a pretty good hit on our hands. So thanks for 15 years. Thanks for being the best fans ever. Thanks a lot.
No matter how long I live, there will be no shortage of nerd chills when hearing anything, any kind of music related to Halo. And I'll tell you what, man, leading off with Marty's just ridiculously iconic music, not just for Halo itself, but I think even just for video games going forward. Super awesome to have him part of the festivities today. But man, going from strength to strength, Halo just is embarrassment of riches, I feel like, when it comes to music, because we have incredible music, up through Halo Reach, and then Kaz and Neil Davidge, and the team, our audio team here, has done some absolutely incredible work. 117 might be my favorite Halo song ever, just absolutely incredible. And I mean, you were lucky enough to actually get to work directly with Marty in some of those early music days.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty hard for me that my cello solo I did for one of the Halo 3 B-sides, but
yeah.
Seriously,
I heard the remix, and it wasn't bad.
Worked with Marty for probably close to 10 years. Guys,
it's toasty in there.
He's eclectic. He's funny. He always was the butt of all the jokes around the studio. But when it was time for him to kind of go into game mode, he would do his thing and come back and instantly elevate.
Yeah, just about no one does it better.
Any component of gameplay and kind of bring it to a whole new realm. So we talked earlier about how Halo continue to push the genre and sort of the whole industry forward in terms of technology and experience. Certainly, like you said, music became something that was pivotal to the franchise, and I think a lot more games started to realize that they also want to deliver that kind of emotional connection to players that kind of only music can provide. Speaking of Marty, I had a lot of stuff in my house. I'm sure you have this already, Jeff.
I do.
I do have an unopened copy
I have it
of
in
the
my
Halo
car,
3 soundtrack.
actually, literally right now.
If you'd like to give this away to one of your followers, perhaps,
yes,
or re-gift it,
I could.
I'm going to pass this on to you.
Okay. What if Uni doesn't have it though?
I don't want him.
I don't want him.
Another fun fact: Marty loved M&Ms.
Oh,
I
actually always thought that was what the M
always had an
stood
M&M
for
jar
on
in his
them.
office, always. And I love M&Ms. It's kind of my candy of choice for sure.
Do my best
The
in
thing about
Master Chief
Marty's M&Ms,
impression.
They were always in a giant jar. Anyone that
I
kind of
need a
came
weapon.
in out
Were
of
the
his-
green ones?
It was everything.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't that kind. He didn't have that kind of.
That's what I got. That's all I got.
The worst part was it's just a big communal jar. So I mean, imagine a couple hundred game devs just sticking their hand in there. So that kind of sours you a little bit. But these M&Ms can't really show it off on TV very well.
Yeah,
but
it's difficult. You'll have to believe us, though.
Talk about celebrating only Halo 15-year anniversary warrants these limited edition custom Halo M&Ms with the Halo logo on one side, 15 years on the other. So
it's super cool. I like the ones. Some of them have the Halo logo, and some have Master Chief face on it.
I think we'll have to save a few of these for the museum case for sure going forward. This is an instant part of Halo history.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have the Master Chief's face, not Marty's.
Not Marty's face.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
arranged.
Speaking of
Did you
sweet
miss anything?
stuff,
Them just talking about stuff.
Let's segue over into some sweet Forge goodness.
And nothing. When I think of sweet, and I think of Forge, I think of Unyshek. Unyshek is one of the sweetest human beings I know, and he has found his way off of the social front lines and onto the chair. Uni, how you doing, buddy?
Good. You guys?
I got some M&Ms
Loving
and
it
a Halo
up.
3 soundtrack. but I'm
Cake,
doing
M&Ms,
good.
gifts,
All good.
good stuff. You know what? Uni doesn't have any gifts.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go.
I knew this was going to be awkward.
Does
So
everything come in medium?
Uni heard me talking about the soundtrack earlier. I found multiple unopened soundtracks. So for you, my friend, to celebrate Halo's birthday,
That is so cool.
And for your petite frame, I have some smaller sized, super retro
awkwardly
throwback.
between the small
These
and the
may still
medium.
be sleeping shirts for you, but I'd like you to have these. These, I think when you were in grade school and these came out, now you can really OG represent. So
Dude, actually, grade school though.
happy Halo birthday.
Thank you. That is awesome.
So why are we really here then with Uni? What are we going to talk about? We're talking about the classic throwback playlist, right?
Yeah, in the anniversary throwback playlist, which features a bunch of awesome Forge remakes, 6 to be exact, all done by the community with the
Dude, man,
awesome
we've been seeing and I have the luxury of sitting right beside you. We've got that squad. But like every time I look over,
Nubs, yeah, sure, totally, Nubs.
Crazy witchcraft and back and forth with these community forgers. Can you talk a little bit, just briefly, about the process of bringing maps like that into matchmaking? Because it isn't just the same as like, hey, I've thrown together something, let's get together in customs. There's some other kind of quality bars and tech issues.
Absolutely.
Wart.
One of the things that I really
Wait, Master Chief can say it.
stress with people
Wart.
who are forgers that want to get their maps into matchmaking
Wart.
is checking the list that we have on the community creation forum on Waypoint. It's got a bunch of to-do lists.
There you go.
And some of
That's
those
my
are
code talk.
Intro cameras and outro cameras showing where the power weapons are, and just like getting a very solid map together before you even submit it, and that's what we look for. What I look for.
You know, it's kind of cool. It gives people. I mean, if you're interested in game development, even like using Forge, in all honesty, especially going through processes like this, working with a developer, is actually a really cool way to kind of almost get a some ground level experience and a foot in the door, and as far as like what it actually takes to get something and bring something like this to fruition. Now, any particular reason why we chose the maps that we did? Because you were in charge of that, if I'm not mistaken, as far as the map selection.
Yeah, we tried to go with fan favorite, recognizable CE maps, and not go with maps like Chiron, what is it, 34?
We can't say it, so we weren't going to put it in the playlist.
No love for Chiron.
Yeah.
Man, that's a interesting map.
I feel like maps should have less than 46 teleporters if they're going to be in matchmaking.
Exactly.
Personal favorite, though, is that there are functioning ladders.
Yes.
In some of these maps.
On all the maps that have ladders, we made sure
awesome.
they were ladders.
Yeah.
As opposed to grav lifts, kind of weirdness, we wanted to make sure you kept that CE spirit alive.
That's awesome.
Is that the helmet they give out for first people to get Halo 2? No.
You could just kind of.
No, this thing, you can get this online. You can get it on Amazon. It was only like $30 or something. It's super cheap. It's actually really good quality. Go look on Amazon. It's only like $30.
The teleporters, the teleporters even have sound effects when you go through it.
What did you go to college for? I went to college to, I studied natural resource management, which is basically, I could be like a wildlife biologist or something like that. So yeah, I got my degree in natural resource management. So.
Chill out. This one was actually initially started by Chef Linguini. Fantastic gamer tag.
Yes.
And then it was overhauled by Dark Prince 909, who's like just known for his Covenant theme work in Forge. And as you can see, it just looks absolutely stunning.
It does. Now, I'm almost getting sick of just like looking at them, but I think we should play.
Yeah. Right on screen, we've got Damnation. We played on that one earlier.
Oh, we did. We
all had a squad.
Too.
Yeah.
Rolled.
What's up, Steven?
Did not come in last.
I may have.
He did.
But yeah, you want to play a game?
I think so. Actually, but it's not just going to be us.
Turn sound up.
All,
okay.
We need a fourth. So, is there anybody behind the scenes with experience that we can call upon?
How's that?
No. Wait a second. This guy.
Look at this guy.
I think this guy is fine.
What do you say?
Oh.
Sorry, I had to make you move your presence.
It's all good. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's your presence.
It's a little awkward. I don't think I wasn't expecting Barvo to step in today, so I got a present for you back at my desk, Andy. Not here. I'm sorry.
Is that real, or is this going to be like a pity gift that you figure out when we get back there?
I mean, of course it's real. Okay. I didn't want to give it to you now because it'll make Uni and Jeff feel bad because they got T-shirts.
Oh.
I got, you know, come on, don't make an awkward situation.
No, I'm already.
It looks like we just got a little bit booted out of our party here.
We are waiting on Green Skull.
Okay.
And
Of course.
Right now.
Well, while we're waiting on Green Skull,
course.
if you guys just don't mind, I gotta kind of get serious
those
here.
on.
Oh man, you're gonna go full Barvo.
I can't believe
you never go full Barvo.
I'm going
Oh man.
full over the top style.
dude.
If I could have infinite resources, how would he make the next race game type?
I've seen a lot. I've studied film of
I don't
Bravo.
know, like have
I've
everything.
seen old pictures of me. I don't know why.
Like
on
I
the
mean,
desktop, but
I don't know. There's a lot
Why?
to say.
I've been studying.
There's
You've
a
started.
lot that I got to
Those
think
were
about.
totally different pictures.
for a different.
I'm
purpose.
hired to be you. I need to be you.
Nothing was
I'll
announced,
totally be
guys.
you. So,
Don't trust
I was
Cooler.
gonna say, no,
If
you're
Cooler,
doing well.
Toxic,
Okay, well, thank you.
or
Actually, while we're
Panda
waiting
ever
for,
say anything, they're always
our
just
other
trolling.
player to get in here. I see someone in the back. James, give a big whoop. Whoop. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
That voice that you hear, that's James Bakich, who we referenced earlier, Lord of the Playtest Arena. And James actually, I don't think, has actually touched the floor for the past maybe few days because he's super cloud nining with all of the crazy additions and lights and bedazzles that we have added to his play lab. In preparation for our 15th anniversary celebration. He and his team do incredible work.
Why am I not
at
with
getting
them?
us to leave our
Because
guests
I
and
live
place in
across
Halo.
the country.
So it's always good to see him back there behind the camera. He's very handsome. He's actually too handsome. We won't bring him on otherwise.
They make all of us look pretty bad.
We look so bad. Uni, if you will do me a favor, will you?
Well, I mean, we're live here, Jeff. So I mean, you know, we just got to roll with what the world gives us. It looks like we're
we got Green Skull.
We got Green
So,
Skull.
waiting on
I was just gonna say, Uni, if you do me a favor, will you kind of talk about who we have?
Yeah, we have Green Skull.
Yeah.
Ready Up Live.
Who's that?
Everyone knows him. Oh, how do you not know Dan? You know Dan.
Oh, that's right. I know Dan.
I think you've heard of him at least.
Dan wears a mean bathrobe.
What?
Anyway, we've got Toa Freak from the Halo Canon YouTube channel, very near and dear to my heart. So, love you, Toa. Glad you could join us. Who else we got?
We also have Spartacat from Ultimate Halo.
Oh,
He's
good
going
stuff.
to be joining us.
Those guys are awesome.
All right, looks like we got our full group.
Got Ice Spiteful in here too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ice Spiteful.
Are we starting off
All
with
right.
Creek CTF?
Awesome. All
We're
right.
just getting our situations here. So, what are we going to play here today, Uni?
We are still waiting on Toa Freak, actually. But
Oh,
we're
we had
going to
some
be
random
playing some
joiners.
Battle Creek
Okay.
Cool.
CTF. Yeah, it's going to be...
Toa Freak's a 109.
This is what we call
Toxic.
Stretch it out.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
This
We
is
got-
live, just in case you think this is just
Production's telling
all-
us, let's go.
all fake.
And I mean, we could go 4-on-3.
We
I
had
don't-
Toa in here earlier when we started, when I hopped on, and then he just decided he wanted to go.
What if
grab his
Toa
sandwich.
and
What's
Dan
up,
are the
Morris?
same
Maybe he
person?
doesn't want to play anymore.
Classic. Well, you know, I say
They
we
could
just
be.
pick
They
up somebody
could
I've never
else.
be.
seen him in a room
I say get
together.
Lagoon.
I say we
I
just pick
actually
up
have.
somebody else at this point because we got a
Oh, I wanted to say, by the way,
eager audience.
I was
Yeah.
listening upstairs to the show. I noticed you guys talked about the Halo Club that you can join, and
Yeah.
I had 50 Cent ready on the play button, played it around for the viewing party upstairs.
I wish we had
This
the
is
licensing
Bravo's-
sorted
This
out.
is actually
'cause
what he's been doing since
Is that
Brian got here. Is
Yeah.
playing 50 Cent.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the announcement of with clubs for Xbox, we find our marketing people using the word club maybe no short.
Yeah,
of 60 times a
343.
day,
Frank
so it gives
O'Connor
me- I
said
have to have
that
tablets
they have
open.
no plans on working
So
on
we actually
Halo
got
3
I Press
anniversary.
All.
Wow.
So
Oh.
it's a forger.
Maybe
Wow.
a long time in the
Okay.
future,
Came over.
And
but
I
currently
Press
they have
All,
no plans.
He did power installation in the Infection playlist,
Okay,
actually.
cool.
All right, so we got a ringer.
Look at these.
Ready to do it?
Look at these ranks.
Oh, why am I not
Wow.
playing with them? They didn't invite
Now,
me.
I Crush
They
All
didn't want to
decided
invite me.
From the party chat.
You know what?
knew
Let's
it
just
was
go
gonna
on
be
even.
bad. I knew it was
Let,
gonna
let's
be
we
let's
got
go on
people
even. It
just-
wouldn't be a classic Halo experience if you weren't outnumbered. So
We just got people
let's-
trolling us.
I say
now,
let's
feel like
let's
is-
roll with it.
Is what's
Let's go.
happening here.
Yeah,
All right.
we've got
Start
it. We're going.
Yeah, let's do it.
Some
Boom.
Battle Creek CTF.
CTF on Battle Creek.
So this is going to be just like it is in the playlist. It's going to be CE pistol starts with your AR as your secondary, just like Halo 1. And we're all getting loaded in, I believe.
Cool.
Should be getting you guys in. Yep, I believe so.
Doesn't
don't know.
appear to be.
I don't know. We'll see if I get in.
I think it'll get us in.
Okay.
so.
I have faith.
All right,
Okay, okay.
that's good.
I hope.
good.
Battle Creek.
I'm just here to play some games.
I'm a fan of Beaver Creek. It looks like
You pulling us in, John?
I hope so.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't think you brought us with you, John.
What?
No.
I loaded it.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, Nubs.
I'll make sure we get you guys in.
None of them are.
Let's hear from Bonnie.
None of them are cartographers.
Bonnie, share
You
her
know,
favorite
that doesn't
Halo
mean-
memory.
I think we've.
No, I don't really do much Nubs until like the only time I really did a whole lot with like I help like sometimes gather maps and everything, but
every time,
basically I was invited to community cartographers to race game type in the playlist in Halo 4, and so I'm kind of on hibernation until something else happens again like that.
Trips down memory lane and all the different times with each game. And for me, the coolest thing about Halo, I think, first of all, is the people. It's the relationships. I think I speak for many people when I say it's it's who you grew up playing Halo with. That really made the game what it was, right? Whether that was a large group of people or just a brother or a sister. That I think.
What vehicles, including those from Halo Wars, would you put in a new race game type? Every vehicle ever in Halo. Why not? Why not? Including a forklift. I want that. I want it.
In these developments that were just packed together, houses in New Jersey. So, with the. I mean, you walk down the street and you have an 8-player LAN like ready to go, right? It was
Halo 4's story was incredible.
We were really lucky in that.
And that won't get remastered because it still looks great, and it's fairly new.
An Xbox over by the time you were playing. And of course, for Halo 2, started getting into competitions, and Halo 3, really into Halo 2, into Halo 3, started coaching teams and everything. So throughout the entire lifespan of the franchise, and of course now working on the game, but. Looking back, it's I've either played Halo or worked on it for more than half my life.
All right,
which is pretty pretty cool. And Uni, I know that's certainly true for you as well. But
hold on, guys.
3/4 of his life.
I think one quick story we'll share is one time I was in Chicago at a voice acting panel for the military, and Steve Downs was there, Tim Medava, Guilty Spark, Stacker, voice of Captain Keyes, and one moment I will never forget. Is I'm standing in the kitchen with all these lovely people who are preparing this kind of evening for our service members, and Pete Stacker is standing at the kitchen counter, and Steve Down walks in a little bit late, of course, leather jacket on, right?
Oh, like you do.
And Pete Stacker, just in true Captain Keyes voice, I don't even think intentionally, because the guy just has an epic Budweiser voice. And he's just like, Chief, good to see you, in the Captain Keyes voice. And then Steve Downs responds however he did, but I was having a seizure in the back just because, how many times do you play through the Halo Combat Evolved campaign? It's one of my absolute favorite campaigns. And you hear those two voices at the beginning of the game. And to hear those two guys kind of talk to each other.
I remember catching a cab with Tim Dodabo and Stacker one time, and that was just the most ridiculous cab ride ever.
Yeah, a bit, especially. I mean, you got to hang out with.
I don't agree with that. Halo 3 having the best multiplayer.
New voice talent as well as some of the other guys.
I personally like Halo 5's multiplayer better than Halo 3, better than any other.
And even like the voices that have shaped Halo.
I don't play that much though anymore, just because I don't play multiplayer that much in anything anymore. I mainly like doing Forge and stuff like that now with any Halo game.
The voices that you heard.
The Forge and Custom.
This game.
Yeah,
it's pretty fantastic.
What's the jersey you got, by the way?
This is actually, I'm quite happy with this one. Strongside's supposed to get his too. I couldn't believe that he came here without his. Neighbor's wearing his straight ripping jersey today. But this is a Final Boss 08. I think I talked to Strongside. There's only a few with the Agent
No,
Zero.
don't sub to this channel.
Arenas before things went
People
bad.
do not subscribe to this channel. Sub to my main channel in the description below. I don't do much on this channel anymore because I don't get paid for it.
Toronto
2008. So sub to my newer channel.
Yeah, one of the few that actually has the Agent Zero logo. I don't wear it often, and honestly, putting on this morning, I think it's the first time I've worn it since that tournament. Because I typically don't, I don't really wear these jerseys, but
never been washed.
As a result, I'm sure it has not been washed since that tournament, without a doubt. Luckily they gave us a few for every weekend tournament. But yeah, I don't put them on too often. But the 15-year anniversary felt like it was an appropriate time to don it. But I think we're jumping in right now.
Hey,
right?
I think we are.
It's working.
So we got all the people we originally planned for.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
nice.
And
Nice.
we are loading
I
in.
think it's 5 versus 3.
It could be. It's a target-rich environment for blue
But
team.
at this point,
blue
we're
team
gonna,
always.
just gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
Blue team always.
I'm a
does well
liability
under pressure.
anyway, so I'm like maybe a -1. So we could just argue that's gonna balance things out a little bit.
All right, let's see how we do.
So
There we go.
like I said, for every one
Well,
you
judging
wanna
by the
control
population and
These are
sales,
nice intro cameras.
Halo 3 is the best
Yeah,
Halo of all
nice
time.
intro cameras.
That's why the
I'm a huge
population is low.
Krieg fan. You just changed
Well,
teams.
I don't
Uni,
care about
you're
that.
with us?
I judge a
Oh,
game
no.
by my own
Oh,
opinions,
no.
not by sales or
Oh,
population.
dude.
Wait, what?
That's not what we
Oh,
planned
that was
at
that
all.
is.
No!
Uni's
Uni
a-
got the overshield because he had a lot of help.
Uni is a machine. I've seen him play. He plays.
This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, this
I'm gonna
is.
have to change my settings. I totally forgot.
Oh
But,
well.
yeah,
that's-
I'm ready to destroy you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure you.
What do you
are.
mean they wasted their time with Halo Wars 2?
Maybe this wasn't an accident that we had.
Yeah,
over
I
there.
think that this was actually a long,
they wasted
real
time.
long
Conspired
con to
against
try to
this.
get Uni against
What's
us.
good is we can do plenty of screen watching now. See ya!
Okay.
Oh no!
Gotta
Someone
love
get him off
that.
the
Dude, I spiteful just like laid into us.
Oh.
Now, Uni, what I'm going to try to do is distract you by asking you interview-style questions.
You got it. We're on. This is
Can
a
you talk
broadcast.
about, like, are there any kind of pronounced differences between
Ultraman's,
essentially
we
reworked
made that
versions
in
of
Reach.
map,
Like, people have made a game type
I
like
just
that
killed
in
Uni.
Reach.
Sorry, I just killed
So,
Uni.
yeah.
Carry on.
Uni, I have a question for you after you enter that one.
Yeah, they are scaled for Halo 5 mobility, as you can see.
Okay.
In the gameplay, we have kept all the Spartan abilities on. That way, people can still fly around, do what they want.
And I don't care what anybody says. I actually love the kind of blend of the old and new. The maps take on a really cool feeling when you kind of combine them with the modern movement.
I have a question, Uni. How surprised were you when I had a plasma pistol on top of your base when you were running the flag back?
I was
Were you pretty
decently surprised, yeah.
Oh boy.
He's weak in the
Oh boy. Yep, that was me with the flag.
Oh wait, I
I'm
think
weak.
that wasn't. Yeah.
Oh,
Uni, you
someone-
gotta be careful.
watch out, Overshield's camping on the flag.
Sketch is playing with your lower third on, so that's dangerous.
Oh, that is a bad impression.
Hey, you don't want to show
All
my
right, Kenny. Okay.
Reputation-wise.
You don't want to show my POV here, guys. Trust me. I think we should.
Yeah, just go ahead and stick on
I
Uni's
just,
unless
betrayed
I'm in his
Spiteful.
reticle.
I don't know.
I thought I saw that, but I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, I don't, yeah.
Oh,
He's
the
down.
worst rocket
Oh!
ever fired.
No, game no.
Yeah, it's hard to play and interview and do all this at the same time, right? You're.
Not when you're wearing your gunners.
No,
and
I have an
HDS.
edge.
Actually, how is that
I
going
have
for
an
you?
edge.
Sketch, how
how's
is
the
it?
gunners working out?
My visibility is crystal right now. I think I'm actually, I could see about a second before what
Everything
really happens on screen.
I
You know, like that moment.
actually
in the
cooler
Matrix
they
when
have
Neo
4
kinda
TVs.
Sort of has that
There is
awakening.
no
We can
split
suddenly see
screen,
the code. That's
so.
what these gunners do for me right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen a pair of gunners in a very long time.
Well,
It's
I
times
save
like
everything.
this where I'm so excited I can't see Twitch chat.
Duran, you're an idiot.
Like-
I'm sorry, I'm just saying it straight out. Even though some
Hey, our
people would
flag's
be
away.
like,
judgy
really?
already.
Our flag's away.
You know, you're gonna say my opinion is what's
Hey,
making
where's the
Halo
call-outs,
fail?
team? Bravo, I
Oh,
thought
the
you were.
call-outs are
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I'm
you're
dead.
right.
Bravo, I thought you could.
My opinion, my
They're
personal
going mid. There
opinion
goes the flag.
is changing Halo completely. You're completely
running
right.
out of time in a second.
So my opinion is
on.
that
Are we
Halo
playing at least
5's
another
Forge is the greatest Forge that has ever come
Considering it
out in
took us
Halo
15
game.
minutes to get
That's
one
making
started, I
Halo
would've guessed no.
fail. My opinion is that Halo 5's campaign is the worst campaign in any
we'll do that
Halo
after.
game. You're right. My opinion is making Halo fail.
Hey,
My opinion is that Halo 3 ODST is probably my favorite campaign to come out. So yeah, you're right. That's making Halo the worst Halo
take
thing
it back.
ever.
I
My
don't
opinion
like
is
the
that
bottom
Halo
of it.
Reach's custom games are the best custom games to ever come out.
Yeah, we
You're
can't
right. My
communicate
opinion is
with
making
our
Halo
force.
fail. My opinion is that having things like sprint and stuff like that in BTB or really large maps like in Warzone is actually really good for that. You're right. That's making Halo fail. My opinion is that arena, parts of like more competitive maps and competitive game modes should not have Spartan abilities at all. So you're right. My opinion is making Halo fail. My opinion is that they should probably every 4 years come out with a new Halo game, and they can keep their Spartan abilities and stuff like that. But the in between years, every 2 years, have a different studio or something like that. Make a game kind of like how ODST was,
Yeah, I mean,
to where it's like a side game, but then they can have more original without all the Spartan abilities and things like that. More like all the original Halo games, like Halo 3. So every 2 years, a new Halo game comes out, but it still has a 4-year development cycle for each of these games. So that way people can still have the Spartan abilities type of Halo games and also the more default stuff like in Halo 3. You're right. My opinions is ruining Halo completely.
I'm
So
sure the audience
yeah.
might disagree.
No, you're totally right. Opinions ruin. You know, it's everyone's not allowed, guys, to have their own opinion. Basically, people aren't allowed to have, you know, their own thoughts and stuff. They just have to go with what is the correct thing off of his opinion is the correct thing. So, yeah, your opinion apparently is the one and true opinion out of anyone's opinion off of any type of game at all.
It's bad because I'm second in the Carnage report. And,
there you go.
Look at that. Green Skull with 2 captures right there.
Dang, moving that objective.
MVP.
We're half filled with lore kids.
So Toa is not going to blue team. It looks like he wants to be on our team. It's understandable. I don't know anyone that would want to go against us.
Also, if Halo 3 is the greatest game ever to come out,
he's heard it.
Tell me this: if Halo 3 is the greatest game to ever come out, why is the population so low on Halo 3? I'm not talking about MCC. I'm talking about Halo 3. Why is the population so low? If it's the greatest game to ever come out, shouldn't it be still really populated?
Anyone rocking their Mark IVs from today's?
The same.
backpack?
The same.
Absolutely.
Should be super populated if it's gonna, you know, if it's the greatest game ever.
Saying, please get off our team.
Oh, jeez.
I love you, Toa.
This could take
I really
a while.
do.
Again, if we had those Astros.
There we go.
That's true. If only we had extras.
Yeah.
Are you guys giving some away? That's what I heard.
We may be not. It's, you know, very strict guidance that we're not allowed to discuss such matters.
Yeah, it's so.
This is
sort of weird thing.
You said the Halo 5's multiplayer is better than Halo 3's. Yes, I do personally believe Halo 5's multiplayer is better than Halo 3's.
Yeah, Cold Storage.
It's faster paced, it's more competitive in my own opinion. Also, it's just more fun in my opinion. And also, the bullet velocity junk in Halo 3 is stupid. If people talk about like, oh, Halo games should not, you know, like this is not a true Halo game if it has sprint, you know, and stuff. What about bullet velocity? Halo 3's bullet velocity is crap, and so basically, you know, it basically, for me, it ruined multiplayer in Halo 3. Like, I still played a crap ton of it, but I think it ruined it. If it didn't have, you know, that much bullet velocity, you know, if it had a little bit less, like how it was in Sugi, I think it would be better. But it didn't. It had a ridiculous bullet velocity in Halo 3. And so I think that basically, you know, messed up Halo 3's multiplayer for me. So.
Top broken home.
But again, it's one of those things.
Hey, I'm just
it's
glad
your
our
opinion.
tournament
It's your opinion.
We're all being divvied up based on skill.
If you win that, we're good.
All right.
You know, you can have your own opinion that Halo 3's multiplayer is the greatest multiplayer in everything to come out. I can have my opinion that Halo 5 is the best Halo multiplayer. I can have that opinion. Some people think Halo CE is the best multiplayer.
It's 11 to 1
and that's their own opinion. That's the great thing about people. People have own opinions, and without everyone having their own opinions, the society and everything in games would become crap. Because all the games would just be basically the same thing. That means every game in the entire world would be the same thing because people don't have their own opinions.
That's what I said. That's horrible. That's really bad.
It's the same people who like Battlefield, you know, over other games. They're like Call of Duty and even Halo and stuff.
Don't worry, guys.
Different games. Their games are totally different, and you know they each have their own advantages and disadvantages.
Wait, I'm coming, guys. Cover me.
Okay, they're below us.
Getting shot.
Dark Hall.
He's across. He's across.
Let's go. I've seen bigger comebacks. We can do this.
I'm gonna check Broken. Broken is one hit.
Nice shot.
All right, we're only down by 15.
They're trying to come across Broken. Oh wow.
I feel like they've been playing.
Teleporting right now on you, Andy.
Porting?
Yeah.
Guys, is it brute? Should I get this brute plasma rifle? Is that good?
Nice. Okay, let's bring this back.
Yeah. Also the projectile or whatever it's, yeah, all that type stuff, Tyler. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm down low by myself.
And that bothers me. That's the only thing I don't like about Halo 3 really, is that. I cannot stand it at all. But I played a crap ton of Halo 3 multiplayer. Like, I was actually competitive in Halo 3 and stuff, and I went to competitions and stuff like that. Not like pro circuit or anything like that, just like local stuff. And, you know, I actually did fairly well. It's just that I still loved it. I still loved playing it. It was a blast to be able to play. It's just that I personally didn't like the multiplayer as much as other Halo games. You know, so.
If there's a place where I can just go and hide and crouch, I'll do that.
Oh, man.
'Cause right now,
had I known they were gonna be this try hard, I might have set the teams up a little differently.
dude, look at their ranks.
You can't say Halo 3 had a massive population. Then 343 took over. The population has gone down dramatically. The population has been going down since Reach. So, yeah.
I got a kill.
So it started with Bungie.
I got a kill.
So it started with
I'm on the
Bungie.
board.
So don't talk about how Bungie, yes, Reach sold a crap ton. And I think the reason why Reach population was so high was because of its Forge and its custom games. I really do. Like the multiplayer, people complained about the multiplayer so much with the armor abilities and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I remember during Reach time, so many people complained about it. And, things like Firefight, though, in Reach were really well done. And also the Forge and Customs were also really well done. And I think that's why Reach had a really good population. I think if it didn't have the custom games and the Forge that it had, its population would dwindle very quickly.
We got guys in the
But yeah, so.
We sound intelligent.
I'm in a hallway.
They're sniping down that hallway. Do not
People always complain
Guys in purple
about
hallway.
343, and then they forget that Bungie started the armor ability stuff. Bungie started all these like things that people don't like. So,
Let's go, Graham, right now.
Cole, I'm always on the old channel whenever I stream this because these get copyrighted. So I just stream on the old channel these things.
Let's make this a little more respectable.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Trying. Let's stick together.
Range goes dead again.
Keep it up. They're gonna be spawning
Rocks here.
Let's stick together.
Rocks on rocket.
Oh, I don't even know where that. Oh, rockets. We just got rocketed.
Not too good here. I pictured.
Yeah, Reach to me has the best customs. And the only reason though why I think Reach has the best customs is because Halo 5 does not have custom game modes. And if they had all the game modes that Reach had, I think Halo 5's customs would be the best customs. But unfortunately, you don't have the game modes, so you can't have the best customs.
Pretty bad, right?
So yeah, Reach's Firefight was ridiculously awesome.
You're so sweet.
I say we can't end on this, man. This is the worst.
We might not. The live stream might be 5 hours.
You got him.
You mean until we win?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
I missed the finish. Oh, you.
Okay.
Wow.
Good help.
Spiteful's one hit on that ramp.
Guys.
This is really bad. If I had a good reputation.
Man.
Green Skull, I see you crouching.
Yeah, and that's another thing. What you're saying, Lover Jesus, like back then, the FPS market was not as saturated as what it is now. Now you have so many FPSs, and stuff, and so like now you have tons of FPSs, and so of course now naturally you're gonna have to worry about like things. You're gonna have to try to compete with other FPSs.
Yeah. Which should be your first indication
something's
that
wrong.
Things went real south, real fast somewhere.
There were still FPSs back then, but not as many as what there are now, especially popular. Like you were saying, COD wasn't as popular back then as what it is now. So stuff, and that hurts sales. That hurts sales. Even if Halo went back to its complete original roots, it still wouldn't sell. I don't think as well as what it has done in the past.
Let's
I don't think it would.
Guys later. I think we got more stuff we want to get to today. But
I don't even remember what we were doing.
I'm really disappointed in you two, specifically, okay? Wow. You had one job, Bravo. Man. One job.
I'm also disappointed. We're never inviting these guys back again. If we're going to do a looking for group that's just...
Anyone but us?
Anyone but you. I think so.
I had fun playing with you, Uni.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Cooler.
I had a good time. I'm glad you guys.
Bragging about how good they
still
are.
Fun.
Yeah,
it's not all about
something you have never
done.
The lack of game modes, I think, is the biggest thing that's plaguing Halo 5 currently. Like, yes, there's other things like split screen and but split screen isn't going to be patched in, so you might as well pray for that to get in Halo 6.
It was great too.
But the bad theater and stuff.
I mean.
I guess, but the things that are messed up with Halo 5 are not there is the biggest thing to me.
This is a perfect example
game types.
of why you should look up clubs on Xbox Live and actually find like-minded and like-talented people to play with, so that things don't end up like this. And of course, the community is incredible and it is awesome and it is better than us. And I think nothing embodies the community better than some of the folks that we've got teed up for you right now. Let's hear some more Halo memories.
Yo, 15 years. What? Hey, it's Darren O'Hara, voice of Tom Lasky. Just want to wish everyone a happy 15th anniversary. Hey, thanks for having me part of the franchise. part of the family. Cheers.
Duran, I would love.
Was my first experience
You know,
with online multiplayer, and I remember
Halo 3
playing
anniversary.
in Michigan
Oh, love
up
it.
against guys
I think
in
it'd be
London.
awesome. Be sweet to see
Realizing
new
that
updated
we were
graphics
playing
and
the
all
same
those
game at the
goodies.
same time in the same world, and thinking how crazy that was, despite the fact that I totally sucked at it. I absolutely loved it.
Hey, it's Green Skull from Ready Up Live, and it's crazy to think that Halo is 15 years old. I mean, I remember playing way back in the day, Halo 1, and just absolutely loving it, you know, being awe-inspired when you first step onto the Halo ring. The experiences I have had, the friendships I have made with the Halo franchise are just unparalleled, unrivaled. So here's to 15 more years of Halo.
Oh, hello. I'm Paul Russell, the godfather of Halo. So named because I named the franchise. You're welcome.
When Halo Combat Evolved launched 15 years ago, I had no idea what effect it was going to have on my life. But I wouldn't trade those 15 years for anything. I have met so many fantastic people. I have played so many great games. I have seen so many spectacular things. Happy 15th birthday, Halo.
To me, Captain
I
Halo.
hope there's many more.
Halo has affected
Yeah,
my life.
MCC,
in
even if
a
it's
lot of
100%
ways.
fixed, it
got
still
me into
won't be
reading
popular.
at a time when I otherwise wouldn't have picked up
too
a book
late.
at all. I've made numerous friendships and even a few professional connections that wouldn't exist without this franchise. So, thank you, Halo. Happy 15th anniversary. Here's to 15 more.
Hi, I'm Marcus Leto, one of the original creators of the Halo universe. Wow, 15 years, really? Happy anniversary, Halo, and thank you to all the fans.
Me and my friend Steve got my old school Xbox. He got a little TV, 2 controllers. We're playing Halo split screen, breezing through, feeling like superheroes, Master Chiefs, if you will. We get to one stage, the Flood. You really don't think there's much that could creep you out. Basically, the walls start crawling and there's a bunch of stuff running at you. I don't know where to go. Steve doesn't know where to go. So we're just shooting and running around. Aliens fighting other aliens. We tried over and over again. And the thing that we did not realize was we had to slow down. When you do it with a friend, that's what Halo really weighed on me. That co-op experience.
Hi, it's Jen Taylor. Happy anniversary, Halo. 15 years. It's a long time. It's a good thing I have a very, very big crush on you. Happy anniversary.
I'm proud to say that I've witnessed our first steps on Alpha Halo, the rise of the Flood, the return of the Foreigners, the fall of the Covenant, the rise of the Halo Reach Instinct God Squad, the rise of Evil Geniuses, and Lethal, finally, playing for Optic Gaming. And all of that was in 15 years. So here's to you, Halo. Happy 15th birthday.
My favorite Halo memory has to be the Halo Combat Evolved campaign. I played the game straight through, like 8 hours through the night. Probably didn't go to school the next day, and I could not believe how cinematic it was. Like the last level, it never happened in a game like that. You were driving through an exploding planet on a Warthog, and it was fire shooting out of things. The game was great. Halo Combat Evolved, the single player. You get it.
I've been lucky enough to meet so many diverse, amazing
Kenny!
people playing Halo. We
Barbo
all share
plays.
this common interest and passion, and I'm even able to bond with people that are really terrible at Griffball and just betray their teammates. Looking at you, Jessica Shea. Regardless of how bad I know I am at the game, I'm so proud to know that the Halo franchise has been around for 15 years. Here's to another 15. Happy birthday, Halo.
Halo, I heard you're turning 15 today. Super exciting. You know what that means, right? You get to learn how to drive. Just do me one favor though. Don't let Kat be your teacher. Have a happy birthday. Love you.
Doing a midnight launch, and we had arranged with the New York Police Department to drive mongooses, real live mongooses, and a warthog down Fifth Avenue. And the police department, they let us do it, but the rules were we had 2 light changes to come down the Fifth Avenue in New York City. So that means the light could go from green to red to green to red. So we're talking maybe 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the most. And I will never forget this because we looked up Fifth Avenue. All of Fifth Avenue stopped. This is midnight. There's no traffic. They have stopped Fifth Avenue in New York City, Manhattan, one of the busiest cities in the entire country. And roaring down the road, down Fifth Avenue, I'm standing in the middle, come 2 mongooses and a warthog, and they pull right up in front of the store, and Master Chief gets out, and the crowd just erupted. That, to me, is one of my favorite Halo moments.
Hi, I'm Bernie Burns. I'm Gus Sorolla from Rooster Teeth Productions. Yeah. I want to say thank you. Happy birthday, Halo. I can't believe it's been 15 years. Halo, obviously super influential, Rooster Teeth. Without Halo, we wouldn't have been able to make our greatest creation ever, Griffball.
We want to say thanks to everybody who's been part of the Red vs. Blue community, the Halo community, and every single person who has ever worked on Halo in any capacity whatsoever. It goes without saying that we wouldn't be anywhere without all of you.
Yeah, we're big fans.
All right, later, iPod. Nope.
Rooster Teeth, Bernie and Gus. Gotta love
Never
Rooster
was
Teeth.
contacted
more maybe
to make a video.
like the ascension of Halo community members in a way.
It is sad. It is one of those things. It's like, oh, really? I didn't know that they were doing that. All my friends getting contacted to make a video, but I never got contacted.
Bungie was situated back in those days.
Single tier. Single tier.
Kind of came up out of nowhere, and Machinima, like, we weren't really that familiar with it.
Yeah, wasn't really a thing.
Not quite yet,
Yeah.
you know, just because technically people were already starting to do it, but it would take a lot longer before developers started actually providing those tools, right?
Yeah.
And you know, initially, a company like Microsoft sees somebody using their IP to presumably profit, and immediately, you know, the lawyers.
Yeah,
the lawyers just,
understandable. Yep.
the lawyers rally, and you know, I got to give a shout out to Pete Parsons, who was a studio head for Bungie at the time, and you know, we liked those guys, and we actually sort of saw a lot of value in what they were doing, and we're able to kind of have some good conversations and really convince the army of lawyers to step back a minute. And this isn't really about a money-making enterprise. It's about, you can't put a price tag on this level of sort of social marketing and viral marketing and the things that RVB has done to contribute to the franchise and to the community as a whole over the years. I'll never be thankful to those guys. They've helped me out.
On both sides, yeah.
You know, 10 years of community management, those guys have helped me out.
Dude, Captain Halo, if that was true, that'd be incredible.
Trailers for us. They finally put me in a video.
Yeah, talk about making the job easier.
My
in
lifelong
some ways.
dream. I always wanted to be one of the voices. And
Nice.
I want to say it was one of our Reach kind of early promo pieces where I had like one line. So
that's awesome.
I'm really thankful that they let me do that. And those guys, you know, for me, RVB and Halo, hand in hand.
And speaking of which, RVB actually, if I'm not mistaken, has a brand new app available on the Xbox One. So if you are a fan of the reds and the blues and all of the things that happen when you combine them together, make sure you check out the App Store on your console and check out that app. Because what's also incredible about Rooster Teeth is it's not just a red versus blue thing anymore.
No,
like, I believe they just wrapped up their 14th season.
Yeah,
They were for a
Duran, they
while,
did
like, the
say that they
longest
weren't going to
running
make Halo 2
sci-fi
anniversary.
show
Also, Frank
in
O'Connor
the
did
United
say
States,
that.
which is
So that's what I'm
ridiculous. They,
saying.
like,
I
broke
think
a
it is
record
coming,
from,
but you know,
Stargate or something like that.
they said that they don't have any plans on making it right now and stuff and all that, but
just all sorts of really cool
you know,
programming. It's kind of like their own cable network in a way.
I think they're going to make it eventually.
I remember too this big awesome moment that happened in the studio when, as these guys started making these amazing videos, and we were always huge fans. But the ability, I don't know if you remember this, we had this really weird claw sort of Konami code style technique you could do to lower your weapon.
Oh, yeah.
And that was 100% developed internally in response to help, like, what do you guys need to make better stuff? And that was their main thing, is it'd be great to be able to move the head without having to point a full gun at someone's face.
It's been cool to see the kind of back and the forth over the years with different features kind of being added or tweaked or massaged, you know, like directly in response to community interaction and wants and needs. And again, I don't think anybody embodies that evolution of the community and what it can be at its highest levels more than Rooster Teeth. So,
well, speaking of wants and needs, I want and need some Halo loot.
Blur cinematics for
Dude,
sure,
as in
for
a loot
sure.
crate.
I know a guy.
I think I do too.
I got a guy.
He's literally just snuck in and sitting right next
Yeah,
to me.
normally he doesn't even sit this close to us, but we'd like to welcome onto the show Mr. CP himself, Mr. James Monosmith. James,
hey,
what's
welcome,
up, dude?
Thank you.
Always look forward to you being here, man. We'll look at a show rundown and we'll be like, whew, hope this goes well, all right, that's good, sweet. James, gold, excellent. Like, don't even have to worry about it. Also, you always make us look bad with the crazy and wonderful attire that you wear. So
do you guys like my shoes?
Can you talk to us about your fuzzy chest?
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Yeah, you gotta check this out. So this is our brand new sweater that I've been wearing all day. It's our official Halo Ugly Christmas sweater for the holiday season.
That is incredible.
You guys can see it. It's fantastic. Wake me up when you need presents. It's actually, it is available right now on Amazon. I'm gonna plug it. Go to Amazon and type in Halo Ugly Christmas sweater. This will be one of 12 things that'll pop up, but this is the official one. So
nice.
Make sure and get that. It's awesome. It's comfortable and it's got a little fuzzy ball.
Love it.
And you know what? I actually take kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for is, but I don't think it's that ugly. I think it's quite handsome.
No, it's ugly in an endearing sort of way. It's like
I just
a
said
pug.
I don't think it's ugly, and you just said it is ugly.
But we can all have our own opinions.
Okay, that's true.
Unless you ask the internet. But speaking of other treats and goodies and stuff, do you have any any cool stuff on the horizon?
I am here to show off and reveal the figure for our third legendary crate from Loot Crate.
Woo!
So it's very exciting.
And here it
All
is.
right.
Yes.
Right behind
Comes
us.
right here.
That's the what is the legendary?
Shipping's a little bit more
mythic crate
on this one, on the mythic crate. No, so our third crate is called Halo Conflict. It is a 15th anniversary of Halo CE themed crate. So all about our favorite hero, the Master Chief. So without further ado, I'm going to unveil. I have the very, very first one off the presses shipped to me directly from China. This is our brand new figure of Master Chief, Halo CE Master Chief, leapfrogging.
There you go.
And I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing here for us, which I have not done on
What is
stream.
a little bit of an unboxing? You're just going to like
I'm
open
just
the
going to
lid
do it
and
just a
close
little bit.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to
Just
do.
a
I guess I'm going to do
tease.
the whole unboxing.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
for
A
those
little
of
bit
us that are
weird.
sort of new, I'll talk at you while
I won't
you're
explain this
opening.
to you if you don't know.
I mean, this is not the crate, right? I mean, this is
is
a little
extremely
small for a
tiny
crate.
crate. No.
So this is one of
What
a
else
bunch
fits
of
in there?
awesome things, right?
We've got a whole, we've got a shirt in here. No, so this is the crates themselves are they vary in size, but they're big stuff.
Yeah.
And we throw in a whole amazing collection of things. We always make sure we have one of these amazing.
No,
figures,
I
it's
really
actually called
hope they
Halo
don't.
Icon series.
Unless they've been working
They're
on
really
Halo
cool.
3
They
anniversary
come out with a,
before now,
Halo
but a
5
year is
Warzone
definitely not
Rebels
enough to
Loot
be able to work
figure
on it.
set.
So I hope
Last
it's a lot
crate
longer.
was,
Like I don't
Buck
care if
from
it
ODST,
doesn't come out in
with
the
face
like
of Nathan
anniversary
Fillion's
thing or
website,
whatever.
you get the likeness there.
Like make it
They
come
all
out not
in
this
these
year,
really
but
cool
next year or
bases
something.
that
Like
kind
not
of form
next year, but the next year. Like
a circle that you can put all the figures on and kind of interchangeable. But not only do you get the figure, we always include some other collectibles in there. Like we've done the Mr. Chief plushie.
Yep.
You
can call me a corporate shill if you want.
Tyler, I hope it has Halo
legitimately
3's
love the
multiplayer,
stuff
not
that
Halo
we have
5's.
selected in these, and I remember even hearing about it at first, and it was kind of one of those like, okay, this sounds cool, but like, is it just gonna be kind of like a generic grab baggy type thing? But man, like I've been super impressed, and it's been really cool to see all the unboxing videos done by a lot of you guys out there as you get the crate. I mean, I have a crate delivered to my house that I buy and personally because it's super awesome, and it's great to see all the stuff that is kind of lovingly crafted. I mean, everything from the merchandise like this, but even really cool like narrative and lore related tidbits. Personal bias on that.
Yeah,
sorry.
Exactly. I mean, what's great about it is this isn't something we work together with Loot Crate. This is really curated by us here at 343, our team. From franchise, from our story team. Jeff helps out, and we put it together to really be. A story inside every crate that really reflects our actual universe and the games. So that's why we're always excited about each one. The figures, I think, are some of the showcase items. I absolutely love.
Let's see it.
Let's see
Open it up.
Without further ado.
Take
it out.
There's nothing in here.
No,
I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's the box.
What do they think they'll use in place of Forge? Well, they could always do Forge. Like they had Halo 2 Anniversary Forge in there, so they could always do Halo 3 Anniversary Forge and just have like the current Forge, but maybe with some added things to it and stuff. I don't know, something like that maybe.
That's nice.
We're not getting a zoom in.
We're not getting a zoom. Just pretend. Just get close to your screen.
Lean in.
All right. Just get closer to the screen. It's the same thing as a zoom.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on. Pass on. Let me get the rest of this out.
Okay.
That's awesome. He is like.
Look at that little
sweeping
ball.
the leg,
Okay, a little
man.
tiny. We got an awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish the Halo 3
And then
multiplayer would be fully remastered. Like all the maps would be remastered and everything. That'd be pretty sweet.
That's nice.
Nope. All right.
I love the grunt there. Very classic style grunt.
I don't even know what's going to happen until this happens.
That was a strange sentence.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
There we go.
There you go.
So this is the exclusive figure from Halo Legendary Crate number 3, shipping in December. As you can see, this is awesome. It's got to be. I don't know. It's got. I mean, I'm a Chief fan, so it's my favorite so far this
Get
series.
on that. When do they need to order by if they want to get one of their own?
So make sure and order by December 15th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you'll be able to get it. If you're in the U.S., it should arrive before Christmas.
I thought you said Pacific Santa Time, which
that's
still
what
would
I
have
said.
made
Works.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is what I said.
Awesome.
And also, this is one of my favorite things, and one of the cool things about these sets is it's kind of a pin system.
Yeah.
You can kind of interchange them, and this is not canon. But if you remove the grunt and put just Chief, oh snap, we've got B-Boy Chief.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing on there. Fantastic. The grunt can hang out.
Not canon. You're not confirming.
I'm saying it's
not
not
a new
canon.
move or anything coming to the game. Okay.
It is a new move coming to the game. In Halo 6.
You heard it here first.
Great.
And James, for sort of.
All right, sorry, I'm putting this back together. Give me 1 second.
Also, for folks looking for sort of other swag ideas, I believe that you have worked with your friends at Jinx to.
Yeah.
Put something together for the anniversary.
We do.
Right?
So for the anniversary, we have the official Halo Waypoint store powered by our friends over at Jinx. And through now and through 11/30, so November 30th.
I'd be
we'll
pleased
be
too.
15% off of everything store-wide. That includes free shipping and a Halo 5 rec pack, which has an exclusive Jinx emblem inside of it. So you get all of that, which is pretty awesome. And we have a new item, which Rob's going to toss to me right now, that I'm super excited about, that we just launched today.
Bet you can't stick it, Rob.
Oh my God,
you
I
got
almost lost
to
that.
it before I could.
Yes. So this bad boy we just released today, $12.99, sound activated, which I don't have it on. I know. Hold on.
I didn't realize it was sound activated.
Sound either. That changes everything.
Oh my God, I just got it. Okay.
Oh man.
So we got a sound plushie grunt. Plushie grunt. That's not even a thing. That's the thing we shipped a long time ago.
It's like one of those popples
Plushie grenade
from the 80s.
So,
it turns into a grunt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It's like a blue spider.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, now I'm dead.
Oh. Live stream shuts down.
It's plushy, so you can get 12 of them, 20 of them.
No, live stream's still going.
Plushy
They're not
battles at
tribbles.
home.
Yep, it's going on now.
Whatever you want, that'd be great. So really excited about this. Oh, hey, I forgot to mention one thing. For those who do want to still pick up the Loot Crate and don't have a subscription already, if you use the code Combat Evolved, all one word, you'll get 15% off of your Loot Crate purchase.
Oh.
So that's exciting.
Why did I know that?
Throwing discounts left and right, fellas. Just keep it coming.
That's incredible.
And then the other thing, I guess we're going to mention now because Rob put this right next to me.
Okay.
Good catch.
Oh.
Is we are going to be holding a little thing later where we're going to be giving away
I could have used that a little while ago.
Yeah.
Halo Edition,
I feel
Astro
like that makes me
840s for
more
Xbox One. Thank you, Astro, for giving these to our fans. We're really excited about it, but these bad boys are going to come up to a really amazing contest we're going to give you guys, so stay tuned after me to your chance to win one of them.
And Astro, I am still seeking sponsorship for my run, my HCS run, so just you can find me on Twitter.
Yeah, I think Astro's looking to sponsor someone now new, too. So.
All right. Nice.
Cool.
Cool,
Thanks,
guys.
James.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what we are going to do now is we're going to pass it over and talk a little bit about something else that is competitive, not just Black Friday shopping. We're talking about some competitive Halo. And we would love to talk about it ourselves, but we know you don't really believe a thing that we say because you've seen how we perform. So instead, we'll toss it over to some experts, specifically the hosts of the HCS Listen In podcast, Tashi and Strongside, who are super excited to talk about some events that we've got coming up. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us inside the HCS Listen In podcast. I'm Tashi, joined by my good friend Strongside. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good, ready for HCS Las Vegas.
That's right, we got that coming up this weekend. On Friday, we'll be kicking things off with the free-for-all powered by Astro Gaming.
And we got a lot of people signed up, which is awesome that so many more people are coming out to this event, but that means the competition is going to be more fierce. So Boo Boo Doo Boo may hold the throne right now, but there's a lot of people coming for that FFA throne. You've got Hook, you've got Suspector, Baby J, King Nick, Monster. I mean, the list goes on. And a lot of OG players as well, like Snipe Down. People that have been around and been big FFA names for a very long time. So I think we're going to have a really good turnout, and it's going to definitely come down to the wire, just like Orange County.
Yeah, I'm thinking some, FFA Masters out there will dethrone some 4v4 pros. From Orange County to now, they've been really grinding and practicing. And, the 4v4 guys have been playing in Pro League and stuff, so they might be not as practiced on FFA.
Hold on, guys.
I think we're
Let me
set
go
to
get him.
see
He's
maybe
done
some
taking a
upsets. We'll see if Boo can hold on to the throne, but I'm feeling it might be Baby J or one of these other guys.
HCS,
yeah, Baby J, he is practicing a lot for this. I talked to him a little bit, and he said he's gunning for first. He wants that #1 spot.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's going to be exciting. On Saturday, we have the open bracket and the open circuit finals. This is where we'll just find out which 2 teams go to relegation at the North American finals. Who are you looking out for in this one?
Yeah, you've got teams like Most Wanted, Threes Up, Contagious. You've got Game Tyrant. There's a lot of good teams out there. In Las Vegas, it's this all or nothing. You have to do good here. You want to make it to relegation. You want to try and get that spot in the next season of Pro League. So you got to put that time in. And if there's one team to do it, I would have to give it to Threes Up, though.
I mean, yeah, we'll see what comes out of there. But in the end, on Sunday, they're going to have to go up against the juggernauts in the North American Pro League. And even actually, we have Fab from the European Pro League coming on over to compete in this tournament. So, it'll be an awesome showcase of the amateur talent versus the pros. And where do you think it'll all land?
Implementing the EU team, I think, is super interesting because there's a lot of controversy going on right now between how good are the European teams compared to the North American teams. And with Fab Esports being kind of at the top of the European scene, it shows that they may potentially have what it takes to take down kind of like that 5th through 8th seeded North American team.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, really good practice for them going into the Halo World Championship. I think they want to see how they stack up against the North American teams because really, they're the final boss, no pun intended, but that's who they're going to have to beat if they want to actually do well at the Halo World Championship. I think my prediction, though, I'd have to go with Team Envious taking this. I think they've probably put in a lot of work. We saw Pistola doing work lately. How you feeling about Envy?
I'd have to agree, and that's because Optic Gaming's not going to be there, right? Yeah, so I think that's been like their biggest competition. Optic Gaming has given them the most competition in Pro League. So going into Las Vegas, their Envy is probably feeling pretty good, like, hey, we've got this. But interesting enough, I mean, Liquid was the only team so far to beat Team Envious in the Pro League. So if Liquid can kind of step up their performance and maybe catch Envy in like a bad day or a bad match, they could easily take down Team Envious. So I favor Team Envious, but I still think there's hope for the other teams.
Yeah, that's a good point about Liquid too. Like, they're a dangerous team. I think once they're hot, they can pretty much go against anyone in the league. So I'm excited to see who wins. And for you back home, you can tune in at twitch.tv/PGLPro. That's Friday, November 18th through Sunday, November 20th. We'll see you there.
And thanks for being back. And speaking of starting off as a pro and just working your way up the ladder, in this case, sometimes the corporate ladder, we wanted to bring back our very good friend, Mr. Andy Bravo.
Are you suggesting that I didn't do very well competing, so I instead got a
No,
job?
you're actually too good, and they kicked you out. They made you illegal.
I don't think that's what you meant at all.
I get to decide what I meant.
Okay.
So
Well,
we're clear.
Dude, have you had that headset on the whole time? I can't even talk. Have you? Huh? Have you had that? You can't even hear me because of the
legit, I actually can't see his
I'm
other
talking
side
to
of
the
his
booth
head.
right now. Oh man, I wish we could have a slow zoom on this thing. Did you just put this in? You did.
Huh? Yeah. I mean.
Oh, it looks great.
We can't all have Astros, okay?
No, that looks fantastic.
This is
You know
how I
what?
roll.
The second I saw that, I thought to myself, I should have had the Plantronics Halo 2 headset in
there you
all
go.
day today. Because if that wasn't the greatest headset of its time, I don't know.
I tried,
I mean,
Donald.
it just makes me feel like a little bit more
Connected.
official. Like
I feel like you're way more connected to the world.
talking to. Yeah, all right, Roger Lennox. I got you. Okay, we're gonna stretch.
Roger
this,
is
all right,
not
guys,
his name.
We're gonna stretch this
Roger.
segment out.
And so Roger Linux is actually his birth
His
name.
father.
Guys, I'm getting a word. We're gonna go to the 3 cam now.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no 3 cam. Okay.
Here we are.
So Rob, you are obviously no stranger to not only the community, but even to this kind of setup right here. But you are going through some kind of new adventures and transitions. Can you talk just a little bit about like what you're doing now?
Sure.
At all?
Yeah, it's mostly top secret.
Okay.
No, I'm working on a lot of different things. Working on a lot of the same things too, though.
Yeah.
Working a lot with you guys. Working with new teams though in the studio on both things we're working on now, things we're going to be working on. And yeah, I'm going to try not to be a stranger, pop into shows and things like that. But yeah, excited to be working with a bunch of new teams at the studio that I haven't got to yet, even at the studio or even in the industry yet.
Now, we've been talking about favorite memories. Do you have any favorite memories specifically kind of from your time as community manager?
I think one of the coolest things for me was heading out to Europe for the first time, not only as a community manager, but for the first time, period, was when I was a community manager. So you start to get an idea, and Brian, you went on international tours as well. You start to get an idea of the scope, right? Because you can look at numbers on a screen and see how many millions of people are playing these games, right? But until you actually get out there and you see crowds of people, I mean, for example, Gamescom, when you meeting these fans, and it's fantastic to see so many people speaking so many different languages playing these games, which I think is something you can only get when you really meet the players in these other regions. Who love Halo so much. So that definitely is a standout for me.
Yeah, I agree. No, and I think you'll agree too that people in this building, or whether it was back in the day in the Bungie building, teams just putting blood, sweat, and tears into making the game, right? And so often it's so hard for them to have a chance to come up for air and really see the fruits of their labor, right? And I think it's part of the responsibility to go out there, be a delegate of the studio, and sort of help spread that goodness, but then also bring it back and share that experience. And I found in my days that it's really inspirational, and it can be really invigorating, especially as we know how hard it gets when you're starting to crunch towards those milestones.
Yeah, especially with Halo 5, I think I'm glad we were able to do things like like live streams and a little bit just new things for the game, because if you walk up on the 4 floors that are above this, there's people who are nonstop putting work into so many aspects of what's coming out and what both you all and us are playing at home. So
how old is he? He is 1.
It's amazing to meet people who appreciate it as much as we do.
So it's a different world than last time. We've already gone over that since I was community manager. Different studio, franchises moving in different directions. Any advice for me as the outgoing community manager? You've already been
I don't know.
a great mentor, helping me understand the Twitter and sort of how to work my tweets.
Twitter.
And
I don't know. I think I think I speak for a lot of people when I'm really excited to have you back in the building. I mean, it just even simply reading the stuff you put in community.
No, this is Tyler. He's 1.
I mean it when I say
Aiden is 4.
I don't think there's anything that I would say that you need to hear. I think you're gonna kick ass.
Well, thanks, Provocado.
You got it, man.
Speaking of two-way streets of communication, it's about this time where we like to hear from you guys. So our man on the street, or at the laptop, if you will, Unishek, has pulled a couple of Twitter questions for us.
You get them?
Yeah. Oh, you got that? You got that? And of course, it's always important to remember, if you want to get your name out here and question asked, to maybe before you hit post, take a long, hard look at your question and think to yourself, is this something they're actually going to read and answer on air? Just
is this something I would share with my grandmother at the dinner table?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we've got some fun ones. Actually, first one here, Drax122 on Twitter has something specifically for me, which is always, I feel, a little dangerous. Says, before you were at 343, you were with awesome folks over at HBO. What is your favorite memory from that time? And he doesn't mean home box office. He actually means halo.bungie.org, of which this shirt is actually a very specific throwback to, because my time actually with that community is a really awesome memory for myself from the Halo community. And this shirt was actually, I got this, speaking of anniversaries, this was done, I believe, at for Halo Fest, or was our community get-together at Halo Fest. Yeah, in 2011, and it was done by a guy who's in the community, but is an incredible illustrator and artist named Levi Offmeyer, and he actually did probably my favorite fan-created Halo thing, which is Fistful of Arrows, awesome comic. And he actually now is a professional illustrator and has his own comic called Mayflower that you should check out if you're a comic fan. Just shameless plug for that. It's not a Halo thing, but it's awesome sci-fi, and you should check it out. But I mean, like HBO, like a lot of different communities, is just full of people that I think we all come together because we like Halo, but we stick around because we like each other. And I think that along with a lot of other communities, I loved the HBO community because it was really kind of like one of the very first Halo communities. I remember getting really into the story end of Halo 1, leading into Halo 2. And there were so many crazy like theory crafting going on.
Matthew,
Remember,
no,
this is,
they
like, really
didn't say
early
anything
days in the
about
story,
Halo
not
3
knowing,
anniversary.
well, where it was going to go, and people coming up with all sorts of ridiculous theories. And my now good friend Claude Herrera, Louis Wu, who kind of ran and cultivated this like family of a community. Really, that's what it was. It was family, and so it was a great place to kind of go and set up shop. And I eventually was able to kind of help run that site before I moved on to doing other things, and still hold that whole family very, very near and dear to my heart. Have you guys had any like specific kind of community outlets that you were like especially a part of, like specifically in Halo, but if not in Halo, in any other kind of other early video gaming ways?
I mean, for me, I think HBO probably as well.
Yeah.
I mean, for halo.bungie.org, I also have been a part of those
Yep.
forums for many years.
That's where I first saw your gamer tag. That's where I first came to know the sketch tag.
Met a lot of great folks, and I owe a ton to Claude as well and that community. They made Bungie look great. They made me look good. They helped us out a lot, and they really had a lot to play, I think, at the time, in really amplifying and growing the whole community. So
yeah,
I'm right there with you.
I'm listening to everything you say, and then I look over at the Halo 3 headset, and I can't take things seriously.
Don't be jealous.
I never could figure out the HBO format threading, so I just gave up on HBO. But for me, two community sites that were big for me in my early days. One was halo-pro.com. It was pre-YouTube.
Okay.
And it was like a few strategy articles, like the first Waka rip-in montages were hitting in Halo 2 there. There was already Halo 1 like videos and things, and the Strange Purple tips on Halo CE free-for-all.
There were videos without YouTube? How did you watch them?
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible.
Oh, it used to be really hard to find anywhere to host any trailer, any video.
I remember having to wait, 40 minutes to try to download a video on, at the library, the local library. And
I don't remember that.
No.
I think the libraries frown on the adult content.
Okay, so moving on before I feel
also,
any older. Yeah.
Halo2forum.com. Many of you will remember it became, I believe, the Halo forum over the years as games continued to come out. But Halo2forum.com was another like montage hotspot ran by a guy named Z back in the day. So I won't say that I found like a true home at those two spots, but they're two that I really remember kind of growing up with.
Cool. Not to be confused with Halo2sucks.com.
Right, very different site.
Which is
a pre-release site.
Real
Halo
site,
Reach is not canon.net.
A real community that formed.
Different, totally different. So what you got? What you got from Twitter?
This one says it's from @GrimMother1. How awesome is Grim Brother? Really?
That is
I call
not her gamer
shenanigans on
tag.
that. No, this one's actually looks like it's coming from James Morgan on Twitter.
Okay.
Do you guys have a favorite period of Halo history? Jeff, do you have a sort of a
It's a toss up.
Answer
It's a toss up between the Ancient Forerunner stuff. I absolutely love the Greg Bear trilogy that kind of dives into the old Ancient Forerunner history. But I'm also a sucker for like the Great Schism era, that Halo 2 era where the brutes were taking over for the elites and all the crazy political upheaval in the Covenant. That's pretty awesome.
I'm going to have to say, as much as I love the sort of just the whole arc and period of the original trilogy, for me, I'm kind of a Fall of Reach kind of guy. I really like the sort of early story of Spartan Team and sort of how that all came to be and how sort of John was set on his arc. So I think that's my answer.
Yeah, I think it says something that I anticipated. I understood this question as, what is your favorite part in the past 15 years of real-life Halo releases?
Yes.
And
I guess we're reading it either way. You're right. It could go either way.
So I think story-wise, every piece of Halo 1 for me is really special. Especially a lot of people have been tweeting about kind of the second you come out of the lifeboat.
Yep,
right?
the Bumblebee.
The second you come out of that is such an incredible moment, and for me, getting up onto the shores of Silent Cartographer. The journalist's name is escaping me. I apologize, but they put it in such a great way that that battle is such an invitation, right?
Yeah.
To get into.
That's a great way to put it.
And to jump into the game. It is done so well. So for me,
awesome.
I'm not generally a campaign guy, but Halo 1 is so great for me. And I think game-wise, though, I said it a little bit earlier, but each period of each release, for many of us, I'm sure,
go with
as we
Aiden?
have grown older, and maybe some of us were in high school at certain parts, and then college, and then we graduated.
Wanna go watch a movie?
With whatever stage you're in with your life, your Halo
Stay here
experience
with
was
me if you
likely
want.
pretty tailored to it with the people you played with, how you played with them, how often, all that stuff. Yeah.
Very cool. And one last quick one from Thad Stradamus, I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly, and we'll do this fast. What's your favorite Halo cutscene from the series? I'll start off. I mean, every Halo 2 anniversary cutscene is just incredible, but probably my favorite overall is the Floodgate closing cutscene in Halo 3, and it's where they're inside the Shadow of Intent and talking about the dangers that lie ahead, and also that kind of trading of arms where the Arbiter walks by with all the UNSC gear and Johnson walks by with all the Covenant gear, and it's just like this really cool climactic moment right there, kind of getting ready for the final conflict.
Oh wow, I'll go to Brav.
Okay.
Let me think on that.
I believe it's when you're heading down an elevator, right? I would have been your daddy. When you're seeing Chief kind of descend, mainly because as a 12-year-old at the time, the caption "I would have been your daddy."
Jester J.
That kind of locks it in to the
Sorry.
yeah, right there. That's good. Okay, and
maybe I'll just go with sort of the classic finishing this fight.
Okay, nice. Very cool. All right. Well, the nice thing about this is actually, in thanks for you guys who submitted your questions being involved. If you submitted your question to us, we are going to submit a pair of Astro headsets to you. So thank you for being involved, and thank you guys for being here.
That's it, right? I mean, we made it.
Yeah.
My first live stream in the books.
I'm pretty sure.
So I mean, normally you guys end this with some sort of look ahead or so, like when will we be here again? When can we expect to be back on camera?
I think it's probably safe to say that we will be meeting back here in a live stream type fashion right about the time that we are ready to drop the next content salvo for Halo 5 Guardians. And while I'm going to make everyone mad right now by not talking exactly about when that specifically will be, it would be really mean of us to not at least give some sort of taste and teaser. So let's check it out.
Better have race. Tyler, better have race. Tyler, better have race. Grenade launcher. No race. Grenade launcher.
Guys, thanks so much for
and
joining us for our 15th
So
anniversary
basically stuff the
celebrations.
game
I know
cheat
if it
has
was up
already
to
posted.
Me and Brian here, we would freeze this moment in time forever. Yeah?
Absolutely.
They're doing the whole freeze thing. One guy's crying because of broken Legos. What do you mean? You forget they're two. It's daytime outside. I thought it was a day for them out there. Yeah, mannequin challenge. That's what it's called. Don't kick the keyboard. Someone moved! Who was that moved in the back? Who is that who has a cell phone? They moved in the back. Epic fail. Epic fail. Beamish. That's great. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Where are you going? Want to sit down? All right, everyone. That was a good stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I hope you had fun. Sadly, nothing involving race was shown. You know, so sad. But, guys, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Do you want to say bye? Tyler, say bye. Here, hold on. Raise your hand up higher. Wait, you gotta say bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.